Gene is the captain, 6'2", senior. He's 220, and Billy Airline, senior, 5'11", 185.
So with some new look on the Charger. With a new look, we have a new logo this year. 1998 Chargers unveiling its new logo designed by a local firm in New Haven. So we're staying with the grassroots here in the area. The logo is, it's hard to explain. It's sort of like you've seen the Denver Broncos logo, somewhat similar to that, where we have a Charger. It's a horse, sort of a Charger with University of New Haven written on top of the logo, and Jason Jacoby is going to get some fan opinions of what they think of this new logo, and he'll come up with that for us coming up later on in the ball game. And both captains both on the field for both teams. Captains for New Haven, number 13, Liz Eugene, the senior linebacker from Rockland, New York. And the other captain is number 95, Marshall Maxwell, a senior defensive lineman from Adams, Mass. So again, in Chargers style, the Chargers like to start on defense. This thing we've seen the last couple of seasons where the Chargers like to get off on the defensive end. And here's to this crowd as the Chargers take the field. 88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven, broadcasting from the University. 53% threw for 1,378 yards. Fullback is freshman Josh Conti, 6'0" at 220 pounds. Tailback is senior Ed Carothers at number 27. And Carothers coming back for his senior season. Last season only had 4 games, 18 attempts, 127 yards. So he's not all that experienced there at the tailback position. Wide receivers Mike Dominic, junior. Wide receiver Mike Olelko, a sophomore, and tight end Kerry O'Brien, a junior. For the Charger defense, see defensive end Dave Menard, a senior. Defensive tackle Matt Mahalik. Defensive tackle Marshall Maxwell, and defensive end Christian Walina coming back after having a back injury last season. Set to kick it off for the Chargers, senior kicker John Sarah. Sarah kick off, and it's a low kick fielded at the 15-yard line, brought out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, going down the right side of the field to the 40, to the 45, and knocked out of bounds is the return man, number 9, Matt Wilson. So, Bill, some good field position right here for Bloomsburg to start their game. 88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven. Bloomsburg runs a power I offense. So quarterback Eric Miller getting under center. I formation set right here. And a handoff, and he's stopped as soon as he gets the ball for a loss of 2 on the play. The Charger defense swarming all over him as Chargers defense showing up big. Loss of 1 to play. Matt Mahalik, Marshall Maxwell in there reading the play all the way. It's now 2nd down and 12. This game just underway, 14-24. And make that 2nd down 11, a long 11. And a handoff this time, number 27 gets hit in the backfield again by Eugene, making an initial hit. And short gain, if any, on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long for Bloomsburg.
Yeah, Liz Eugene just filled the gap real nice on the outside end. Catching the tailback coming outside.
So Carothers, the running back, going nowhere fast, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. So a 1-yard gain on that one. I formation sets once again. Number 10, Eric Miller, getting in the center. Miller, drop back the pass, rolling to his right. Here comes the pressures. Walina putting it on him. Pass is thrown. It's incomplete. No flags on the play, and it'll be 4th down and 10 for Bloomsburg. So the Charger continue with the pressure. Christian Walina making his presence felt once again. Defensive end that was injured last year after a brilliant brilliant freshman season. And it'll be 4th and 10. Back to punt is Broadwater. Back to receive for New Haven is number 21, Adam Roman. Roman catches it at the 10 and gets hit immediately and knocked down at the 10-yard line.
Should have called the fair catch there.
So Roman deciding to catch the ball, and as you said, it would have been better off to take the fair catch, but we've seen Roman in the last year, really likes to move the ball out of there. So Chargers will start 1st and 10 on the right hash mark. And we'll get our first look at sophomore quarterback Jason Barnett. Diallo Freeman, wide receiver, starting are Diallo Freeman, Adam Roman, Mike Clark, and Elver Eden. Matt Malone, the left tackle. Mario Mraz, the left guard. Travis Spiva, the center. Craig Capone, the other guard. Armando DeLeon, the right tackle. Corey Jones, the running back. Corey Jones about 5 yards back. Gets the handoff. Goes up the middle. Gets to the 15 and tackle there. So nice game to play by Corey Jones in his first run of the game. And it's 2nd down and 4 for New Haven.
Corey Jones, a great running back, slashing through the middle of the line, gains about 5-6 yards on the play.
So the Chargers starting off the running game. Michael Clark now to the line of scrimmage, to the sidelines. Chargers shifting players in and out. Two receivers on the left side with Freeman and Roman. Now Roman being shifted around at the line of scrimmage. Elver Eden, the receiver on the right side. Corey Jones, the lone setback, about 5 yards deep. And flags on the play before the Chargers can get the play off. So that one whistled dead. And it's a legal procedure against the Chargers. They'll knock him down 5 yards. Be 2nd down and 9.
Okay.
So we'll move the Chargers back 5 yards and be 2nd down and 9 on their own 11-yard line. Chargers now getting up to the line of scrimmage. Chargers like to go with that no-huddle offense. Corey Jones, the lone setback, standing at his own 5-yard line. 2nd down and 9 from the 11. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Barnett yelling out the plays. Barnett dropping back the pass. Barnett has some time. Throws over the middle. Complete on Michael Clark at the 34-yard line. And tackle there. And the Chargers opening up the field. Gets the 1st down.
I like the way Tony Sperano put it out. 3 trips on the left side, confused the defense, and broke 2 guys in the downfield.
So the Chargers, a big gain in that play. And it's now 1st down and 10. Ball placed at the 38-yard line, the Chargers zone. Make that the 34. And play action fake as Barnett drops back. Now, flush out of the pocket, going to run himself and takes a slide right around the 38-yard line.
He gets nailed in the helmet by number 54, Thomas Towers, at the end of that from Bloomsburg.
Jason Jacoby joining us.
Good afternoon.
What's going on, Jay?
Not much, just enjoying this beautiful day. Great football game so far.
Barnett barking out the plays. Barnett getting on the center. 3 receivers on the right. Eden, Roman, and Clark. 1 on the left is Diallo Freeman. Corey Jones, lone setback. Screen pass complete to Clark in the backfield. Michael Clark has him running from down the right sideline. Gets to the 45 and knocked out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. And it looks like it will be enough for a Charger 1st down. Flag's on the play. I'll have to wait and see what that flag is. And a clip on Bloomsburg.
Signal is holding on New Haven.
And the official signal holding on New Haven, so bring that play back. Chargers, flashes of last year, that's what they like to do, that run and shoot offense, do some screen passes, move the ball around, mess up the other team, but the penalty didn't help them right there.
Yeah, that screen pass really opens up the field nicely for the offense. Next play, it might open up like a nice run down the center.
So it'll be 2nd down for New Haven and 8. Chargers on their own 35-yard line. Barnett shifting the offense around. Now 2 receivers on the right with Roman and the handoff is going to go. Corey Jones runs right up the middle and stop right at the line of scrimmage. So Corey Jones stops short on that one. And it'll be 3rd down for New Haven.
This 3rd down is really where you start to see the mettle of the new offensive line. See if they can hold it up so Barnett can get a pass out to get this big gain on 3rd down.
And that's going to be the key of this season. This young, inexperienced offensive line the Chargers have. 4 seniors graduating and also a new quarterback. So that's going to be the key, is getting these guys all set and in sync. Barnett takes a snap. Barnett driving back, rolling to his left. Has a couple defenders trace him down. Throws the pass on the run. And it's incomplete, as it was almost picked off by Chad Ritchie. But the Chargers will remain in possession of the ball, but it will be 4th down and 7 for New Haven.
We get to see the power of the new punter here from West Virginia, John Thomas, number 9.
Thomas, a transfer from Virginia Tech University. He'll be doing the punting duties. John Serra doing just the place kicking duties this season. Standing on his own 20-yard line. And there's a snap to kick. A high booming kick to be caught and muffed at the 23. Picked up now by the defender. And here comes the Chargers all over him to make the tackle. Wilson fields, but Nightball Jones is standing right in front of him with flags on the play.
Like holding on the returning team there.
Waiting for the official signal. And it's holding on the returning team. 88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven. 10:40 left to go in the first quarter. No score as the opening day Charger football 1998. Hosting Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg will get the ball on their own 15-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 for them on their own 15. Quarterback Eric Miller getting set to go under center. Split back formation. Miller hands it off and stopped as soon as he gets the ball is number 48 Wayne Whitaker. So you that Bernard making the stop for New Haven. So Charger defense continuing the streak we saw from last season on a new defensive coordinator, Wally Dembowski.
That defensive line is really quick off the snap. They're right on top of those running plays.
Second down and 9 from the 16-yard line for Bloomsburg. Short gain on the play. I formation set now for the Huskies. Eric Miller dropping back the pass. Hands off on the draw play to the 15, to the 20, and Dennis Birdie making a rib hit at the 20-yard line. So another 4-yard pickup for Bloomsburg.
Safeties didn't fall that much for the draw, so they're right there to make the tackle.
Bloomsburg going into the huddle, 9:45 and counting left to go in the first quarter. No score. It'll be third down, make that in 5 for Bloomsburg. I formation set once again. And some motion on the line. Scrimmage Charger defense getting back in time. There's a handoff on another draw play to the 20. And tackled by Antoine Dance on the run is Hearn. And Antoine Dance, the junior for New Haven, making a big hit. And the defense continuing their dominance here, Jason.
Oh, yeah. Charger defense looks like it's picking right up where it left off. Just really moving quickly to the ball.
So Broadwater back to punt for Bloomsburg. Adam Rowan standing at his own 40, getting set to receive. And it's going to be short. And hits off a Bloomsburg player and down finally by a Bloomsburg defender, and New Haven will get the ball first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Bloomsburg might have wanted to let that roll a little bit. It was taking kind of their bounce, but one of their linemen there just picked it up, started running with it.
So 8:42 left to go in the first quarter. No score. The Chargers now on their second offensive drive. Jason Barnett 2 out of 3 for 31 yards. He's been pressured a little bit, though. His offensive line still needing to work together and gel. So first and 10 on their own 44-yard line.
No more penalties, let's drive it!
Barnett has Corey Jones standing about 5 yards behind him as the lone setback. 2 receivers on the left side with Freeman and Eden, none on the right side. Lining up on the right hash. Barnett hands out to Corey Jones. Corey up the middle, flags in the play. That's tackled around the 49-yard line. And whistles being blown everywhere as Corey Jones just dove straight up the middle. And holding on New Haven there, Jason.
Yeah, it's to be expected in these early season games to get some mistakes there, especially with a young offensive line.
So it'll be first and 15 for New Haven. They'll be pushed back.
Chargers were trying to run that last play around the weak side of the line there.
And I'll have to check that. Looks like it'll be a 10-yard penalty. So they gave him the yardage on the carry and then walked it back. So for New Haven, it'll be first down and a long way to go. They're on their own 37. 7-yard line. Barnett getting under center. Jones, the lone step back, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. And screen pass complete to Roman. Roman, halfback, throwing the ball down the field, and it's going to be incomplete to Diallo Freeman. We've seen that trick play last season. Later on in the season, the Chargers using it early on. It didn't work as Adam Roman caught the ball and threw it down to Freeman, but Freeman could not get open.
It's a nice idea by the Chargers there, throwing some trick plays. You know, keep the defense thinking that it's there if they want to do it.
It's officially 2nd down and 20 after we sorted out all those penalties. The Chargers on their own 36-yard line. 8:12 left to go in the first quarter. No score.
4 receivers set here by the Chargers.
3 on the left, 1 on the right. Corey Jones, a lone setback. Barnett dropping back to pass. Barnett looking, now throwing it to the sideline over everyone's head. The closest receiver was Adam Roman, and it'll be 3rd down and 20.
The Chargers ran into that a little bit last year, where when they went with the 4 wide receivers, their offensive line kind of fell apart a little bit quicker than they expected. It's tough when you send all those receivers out there. The other team automatically thinks for the pass.
So Travis Spiva, the center, puts his hand on the ball. 3rd down and 20 from the Charger 36-yard line. Barnett under center, 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. 1 man in the backfield. Barnett dropping back to pass, looks left, throws across the middle, complete to Michael Clark at the 43 and tackle there. So Clark caught across the middle but couldn't get any open field to go and play in. And the Chargers will have 4th and long.
Sorry. Bloomsburg there was looking for the pass, and just they had 5 safeties set back there for a little zone, covering that all the way.
So Thomas in the punt. Back to receive for Bloomsburg is Michael Roberts. Thomas catches the ball at his own 30. A high end-over-end kick. Caught at the 20 and hit immediately and hard by New Haven. A hard hit there by the Chargers. Did not see who he just came out of nowhere. Didn't even see who that was. And neither did the receiver, as Troy Appling just ran down the field and put a big pounding on Roberts.
Appling has that speed, and he just got down the field almost before the kick did.
So 1st and 10 for Eric Miller. He's 0 for 1. He's only thrown 1 pass so far. His rushers have gotten 9 yards total on 5 carries. And he passes that one complete to the 23-yard line and tackle there by Dennis Burney.
Bloomsburg there starting to mix up the offense a little bit. They found out the Chargers can stop the straight-out run, so they're doing a little play action now.
So senior wide receiver Mike Lelko gets his first completion of the year, and it's 2nd down and 7. John back to pass is Miller once again. Miller looking, rolling on to his left now, throwing way downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Intended again for Mike Lelko. All kinds of contact everywhere on the field on that one, Jason.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
All kinds of contact downfield. Troy Appling making a little bit of contact with the receiver. Looked like a possible clip down to the line of scrimmage, but nothing called, and it's 3rd down and 7.
It looked like it could have gone both ways, actually. Offensive player was all over Troy also.
3rd down for Bloomsburg on their own 23-yard line. 6:53 left to go in the first quarter. No score here at Robert B. Dodd Stadium.
This game's been brewed by both defenses so far.
I formation set, 1 receiver on each side. Miller rolling to his right, throwing a pass on the run to Lelko, complete at the 30 and knocked out of bounds on the 33-yard line. And it is enough for a Bloomsburg 1st down.
Charger safety gets victimized there by a quick pass there. A little screen out pattern.
Both teams in their first game of the season starting off slow on offense, but Bloomsburg trying to open up right there. Their quarterback is only a sophomore, but did have many starts last season. John back to pass now, rolling to his right. Looking for something to throw to. Throws the ball on the run, complete at the 39-yard line. Number 6, Michael Dominikic. And the junior wide receiver gets about 5 yards on the play as Dennis Burney makes the tackle.
Miller there is getting some time to make the pass, so he has a lot of options going for him.
Gain of 4 on the play makes it 2nd and 6.
Official 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. On on the Bloomsburg's 40-yard line. Miller now hands off on the draw play to the 40. Cutting now and couldn't cut anymore. As out of nowhere, number 11, Mike Summers, makes the tackle on the running back. So it looks like he had an open hole in the Charger defense. Closed that hole up in a quick fashion.
Mike Summers is playing a little rover position there, back on defense, and just followed that one. Just following the ball.
But it was good enough to get a 6-yard gain. So it's 3rd down and 1 for Bloomsburg.
See if the defensive line can push back the offense a little bit here.
And a handoff. And tripped up in the backfield is the running back, number 29 of the Chargers, making the hit. Billy Arline, the senior linebacker. First year with the Chargers, makes the tackle in the backfield, and it will not be enough for a 1st down.
That's exactly what the defense was looking to do there. Get some penetration into the backfield to stop that ball before it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So here comes Broadwater on the punt, Roman back on his own 20-yard line. Broadwater standing at his own 27. Gets the snap. The kick is a high spiraling kick. Roman's going to let it bounce, and he's going to let it keep going, and it goes out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. The Chargers starting deep in their own territory once again.
Bloomsburg there has been getting some good punts off by Broadwater. Spiraling towards the sideline and bouncing right out.
4:58 left to go in the first quarter. Opening day of Charger football season 1998. Chargers have 4 home games this week, and next week are half the home games right there. They'll be on the road for 6, traveling all over the country, all kinds of time zones coming up. But right here, the task at hand is the Bloomsburg Huskies. Chargers lining up on the right hash mark. Corey Jones, lone setback. 2 receivers on the left side with Freeman and Clark. 2 on the right side with Eden and Roman. Barnett calls out the plays. Barnett handoff to Jones up the middle, follows his lead blocker, gets to the 25-yard line and tackle there. So Corey Jones picking up, looks like 6 or 7 on the play.
It's about the 4th time this game the offensive line has really opened up a nice hole down the middle for the Chargers to pick up some good yardage.
Chargers now 2nd down and 3. On up now in the middle of the field, Corey Jones in the backfield. 1 receiver on the left is Freeman, 1 on the right is Eden. There's a handoff once again to the right side of Corey Jones. Breaks open to the 30 and tripped up inside the 30-yard line. And enough for a Charger 1st down. So Corey Jones getting the starting job and has really been doing a good job for New Haven.
Yeah, if you get those runs going up the middle, you just need 2 of them to get a 1st down. It's really neat.
1st down and 10 for New Haven on their own 32-yard line. 4:17 left to go in the first quarter. No score. Jason Barnett, the sophomore, getting under center. Barnett driving back. Screen pass complete to Michael Clark. Clark doing a little shaking and baking, getting one defender off and gets to the 40 and tackled around the 44-yard line is Michael Clark, and will be close to the 1st down marker. And it is plenty enough for a 1st down. So Michael Clark, returning after the knee injury last season, looking like he's never been injured.
Yeah, he made a nice move there to get some extra yards after the catch. Really made that play out of almost nothing.
So 1st down and 10 for New Haven on their own 45-yard line. Barnett on the left hash, 1 receiver on the left, 2 on the right. Cockrell now into the game for New Haven. Barnett fakes his right, bootlegs to his left, throws down the field, and incomplete to Diallo Freeman.
Covered pretty tightly there by Chad Ritchie on the Bloomsburg defense. Barnett going into heavy coverage on that play.
Barnett play fakes to his right, then roll to his left and throwing the ball on the run. But it's a good coverage on the play as well. So it's 2nd down and 10 for New Haven on their own 45-yard line. As the sophomore Barnett, a 6'3", 220 pounds, transfer from BU, has senior David Cockrell as his lone setback. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Throws the ball across the middle, off the fingertips and incomplete, intended for Adam Roman. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for New Haven.
Barnett just threw that a little bit ahead of Roman right there. If he completed that, that was a nice gain right there. That play's open for the Chargers with Bloomsburg playing a little zone on the coverage.
So 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. Neither team has scored so far. Chargers we saw last season usually got warmed up in the first quarter and started breaking it open in the second, but Bloomsburg, a very tough opponent, as that Pennsylvania Conference always is. Barnett, 5-step back, has some drop, has some time, throws it incomplete off the hands of Kettrick Barnes. So Barnes trying to catch the ball on the run and couldn't hang on. And it'll be 4th and 10 for New Haven. Here comes the kicker, John Thomas, a 6'2" junior from Virginia Tech.
These broken plays are expected in this early in the season. Hopefully by the later quarters in this game, you'll start to see the Chargers complete some of those.
Back to receive the punt for Bloomsburg is Michael Roberts, the senior quarterback. There's a snap. Thomas getting a high kick, and Troy Appling right there next to the receiver, and Roberts wisely took the fair catch at the 12-yard line.
Roberts remembered what happened on that last punt.
And he heard the footsteps of Appling coming at him.
Yep.
So Bloomsburg starting deep in their own territory on this drive.
Thomas there showing off that boot, man. He gets those punts way up there. Gives the specialty teams their time to get down the field.
And the ball is being placed officially on the 13-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for Bloomsburg on their own 13.
Both teams so far have been able to plant the opposing side way deep in their own zone to start on their offense.
Eric Miller, I formation set. And gives it to the halfback, who gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Short gain on the play.
Ed Carruthers, senior running back,
Carruthers carries the ball.
was able to dive through for about 1.5 yards to 2 yards
Eugene on the stop for New Haven.
before senior captain Lid Eugene made the hit.
Another point is there's really been no turnovers so far, so either team hasn't been able to capitalize on that.
And the penalties really haven't been that bad either. And a run up the middle by Josh Conti, and he's stopped. Short gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and long for Bloomsburg.
New Haven is really shutting down that run very tight.
Yeah, Bloomsburg to start the game went with the run a lot, then tried to open it up last drive on the pass, and now going back to the run, and really can't do anything with this Charger defense. Officially 3rd down and 8 for Bloomsburg. Miller now going to have to drop back the pass. Throws it across the middle, complete, and tackle right near the line of scrimmage by Antoine Dance. Sullivan, good job keeping his hands on the ball, and it is a 1st down for the Huskies. So a 9-yard gain on that play, and Bloomsburg now on their own 25-yard line. 2:15 left to go in the first quarter. Pro I formation set for Bloomsburg. And a fumble on the snap. Looks like Bloomsburg recovered it. So Miller just dove on top of that one to keep the possession.
Yeah, the Chargers couldn't quite get there fast enough, but it's just a blown play on Bloomsburg part. With those penalties, though, those penalties have really hurt the Chargers because they've had some good gains and then they have had them brought back. You know, it hadn't let them develop a rhythm on offense yet.
Eric Miller, 4 out of 6 passing for 31 yards. Split I formation set. Hands off to the halfback. He runs a little East Coast, West Coast, and he gets nowhere fast as the Charger defense swarms on Henry. And he'll be dropped back for a loss.
Cedar on the stop for New Haven.
Steve Cedar making the hit for New Haven. Cedar emerged in the second half of the season last year and continuing that now into 1998. 3rd and 10 officially for Bloomsburg. One man in the backfield is Carruthers. One man, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Driving back to pass is Miller. Miller looking, goes across the middle, complete at the 40, to the 45, and to the 50 is number 8, Mike Lelko, the sophomore, making the big catch for the Huskies of Bloomsburg.
This is the shades of the end of last season for the Chargers secondary here, letting up some long pass plays. Hopefully they can tighten up.
1st and 10 for Bloomsburg.
So Bloomsburg getting into the Charger territory at the 49-yard line. 1st down and 10, lining up in the left hash. One man in the backfield is Carruthers. One receiver on the left, 1 on the right, and timeout called. Timeout Call on Bloomsburg, and we're going to take a timeout as well. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. No score here at Robert B. Dodd Stadium. Now back to our WNHU studios. Back here at Dodd Stadium. We just got word from one of the fans with a Walkman that McGuire just hit his 60th home run. So he has some baseball action going as well. Mark McGuire just shattering every record.
And since he hit it this weekend, Fox is going to televise every one of his games for the rest of the season.
But more importantly, we have Charger football here.
Exactly.
88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven. And Bloomsburg having some trouble with the running game as they're trying to make up for the loss of Irvin Sigler, the last season's Harlan Hill Trophy Award winner. That trophy is the equivalent to the Division I Heisman Award. So they've been trying to fill a running back void, and they've used 5 different rushers, and have really done a lousy job in the running game. Their passing game is really opening up. Eric Miller, 5 out of 7 for 57 yards.
Defensive line for the Chargers really isn't getting back there to put much pressure on them.
Bloomsburg, handoff up the middle to Carruthers to the 45. As soon as I said, he breaks up to the own field to the 35-30 and tackled inside the 25-yard line. As he just busted through the line on that one, Jason.
Yeah, they got a wide open hole there on the left side and just went right through it, charged right on through.
So 29 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Bloomsburg, another big yard as Ed Carruthers now has 4 carries for 29 yards. And a quick snap. Miller on the run, throws the ball, and it's complete at the 15-yard line. So Welko starting to emerge as one of the top receivers on this Bloomsburg team. Now it's 1st and 10 on the 15.
Chargers had him in triple coverage, and the pass was a little low, and he just slid down there to get it.
And check that, second down, and at the end of the first quarter, check that'd be second down and short, 2nd and 4 as I misplaced the chains. But first game for the announcing crew as well. That's the end of the first quarter, and unusual Charger result. No score by either team after 1 quarter play.
Very much, Dennis. Now, start of the second quarter, back to Dodd Stadium. Matt?
Thank you very much, Jim Abbott, and we're getting set for the second quarter. No score after 1 full quarter play here at Robert B. Dodd Stadium in the North Campus of the University of New Haven. Be 2nd down and 15 for the Huskies. Eric Miller lining up on the right hash. I formation set once again. 1 receiver on the left, 1 receiver on the right, none on the left, and a handoff. And tackle right at the line of scrimmage is number 30, Glaze. The Charger defense swarming on that one is Christian Zwalina making his first tackle of 1998.
It'd be interesting to see here in the early season how the Chargers do inside that red zone, which is inside their own 20-yard line. Hopefully the defense can, stick it to them.
Christian Zwalina, the man from Germany, last year had a back injury, didn't play at all, and returning strong again in 1998. 3rd down and 15. And a handoff. And fumble picked up by, looks like the Chargers, but they're calling that, and it is Chargers football. So a fumble on the play by Ed Carruthers and picked up by New Haven as Billy Arline, the senior transfer, showing up big here for New Haven.
Man, that's one way to turn the momentum around for the Chargers. It looked like Bloomsburg was right on the verge of scoring, and the turnover just kills them right there.
So the Charger defense causing the first turnover again. A trend we saw last season with the Charger defense creating turnovers. And with 14-17 left to go in the second quarter, the defense comes up once again. 1st and 10 for New Haven on their own 13-yard line. Barnett has Corey Jones, his own setback. Jones has 5 rushes for 25 yards so far. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Barnett, play action fake, has some time, thrown across the middle, and in and out of the hands of Adam Roman, incomplete. So Adam Roman, the 5'7" senior from California, couldn't hang on to that one.
Mike Clark, number 27, is going to walk back to the line and go, Jason, man, I was open in the center of the field. He's kind of running a parallel pattern to Roman there. It was just wide open.
2nd down and 10, the Chargers on their own 13-yard line. Corey Jones, lone setback, 2 receivers on the left with Freeman and Roman. 1 on the right is Barnes, and handoff up the middle to Corey Jones, and Jones gets some short yardage in that one. It looks like 3 yards. There's a little second effort after he bounced off one defender.
Yeah, the second effort gained the yards on that one. Just kind of bouncing around in there.
And it's third down and 7-4. Third down and 7.5, 8 for New Haven. Barnett getting in the center. One receiver on the right is Eden, 2 on the left with 3 on the left. And Barnett dropping back, rolls to his right now. Looking to the other side, throws the field, and it's incomplete as Albert Eden couldn't get it before it hit the ground. And it'll be 4th down for New Haven.
Chargers have openings down the field. It's just up to Barnett now to connect it to them.
So Thomas coming on the punt. He has punted 3 times so far today, averaging 42 plus yards per punt.
Wow.
Thomas standing at his own goal line. Roberts back to receive, standing on his own 45 for Bloomsburg.
Chargers unable to capitalize on that turnover there.
Greg Kosholk, the long snapper. Nice snap. The kick is high. It's going to be very short. Bounces at the 35. Gets a nice Charger roll to the 40. And it's going to be down at around the 43-yard line by New Haven.
That kick might have been tipped just as he let it go. Took a weird little wobble there in the air.
You mentioned Greg Kosholk, the long snapper, is the brother of quarterback Kazi Kosholk, who played last year for the Chargers, now has moved in as a graduate assistant quarterbacks coach. So Greg, the sophomore linebacker, 6'0", 240 pounds, Summit Hill, PA. Another brother on this team is Tom Havelka, brother of Josh Havelka from last year's team. Miller takes the handoff, takes the snap, hands it off. Running back gets to the 40, to the 35, and tackled inside the 35-yard line is Henry. Flags on the play.
Charger defense has had to do a lot of work lately. The offense has really been 3 and out almost the whole game. So the defense there might be starting to get a little tired here towards the middle of the second quarter.
And the penalty on the play is holding against Bloomsburg. So they'll be knocked back. And it looks like they're going 10. So the penalty this time going Bloomsburg way.
Shades of the Chargers there from the first quarter. This time against Bloomsburg.
And there's a 10-yard penalty, so make that 2nd down and 20 for Bloomsburg. Now on their own 47-yard line.
Penalties and turnovers.
13 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Second quarter, still no score. I formation set for Bloomsburg. Miller getting under center. Miller calling out the plays. 1 receiver on each side of the field. Handoff. Gets to the 50 as he rolls to his left side. And Henry is stopped there.
Bloomsburg has decided to run around the sides this time instead of going down the middle because Chargers are putting 4 big defensive linemen on the line of scrimmage, so they're trying to run around them now.
Antoine Dance and Steve Cedar each getting credit for a tackle on that play. And it will be 2nd down and 17 for the Huskies of Bloomsburg. Miller dropping back to pass. Miller has some time, throwing long downfield, and the pass is complete at the 18-yard line. Big press in that one, caught by number 89, Williams. So Bloomsburg airing it out and getting a big result on the play.
As part of that was that Billy Earline was on coverage there, and he's a linebacker there, dropping back into a cornerback position there to cover him.
I formation set once again. Miller running on to his right side. Throws complete to Elko, and he catches it inside the 15-yard line. Looks like he got up to the 12, so it'll be 2nd down for Bloomsburg.
Here's another chance for the Charger defense to step it up. They did it last time and caused a fumble. See if they can do it again.
2nd down and 5 for Bloomsburg on their Charger 12-yard line. Charger red zone defense trying to show up. Handoff on a draw play to the 10, to the 5, and tackle near the end zone. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown, Bloomsburg.
Chargers had a few opportunities to stop that before the end zone, but just couldn't get there.
So, touchdown for the Huskies makes it 6-0. They get on the board first. 11:57 left to go in the second quarter.
Interesting to see how the Charger offense bounces back from this.
On to attempt the extra point is Tom Boop. And Boop is a junior at 6'1". There's a snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:57 left to go in the second quarter. Bloomsburg scoring first, and they lead by a score of 7-0. Number 21, Adam Roman, and number 1, Kettrick Barnes. So we see the Chargers defense giving up the red zone touchdown in that series. They able to stop him the last time, but Eric Miller's really been throwing the ball well. He's 8 out of 10 for 101 yards. And there's still 11:57 left to go in the second.
He has this offensive line to thank for that one. He's getting plenty of time in the pocket to just scout out his receivers and toss the ball.
And Boop getting ready to kick off, having some trouble placing the ball on the tee. It's a little bit windy here today. Nice crowd on hand, though. Really packing the stands here on the home field side and some visiting side as well, as we have some new stands here. Also, the end zone seats have been pretty full. The Chargers really packing them in today. And that's what happens when you need the national champion runner-up.
Yeah.
People start respecting you, come to the game. Boop, the long kickoff, and it's going to bring Roman back about 8 yards deep in the end zone. He's just going to hold on to it there. So a touchback, and a little fisticuffs after the play.
End zone for touchback.
And the Chargers fighting throughout this one.
See if they can bring that energy into the offense. String together a few good plays here. Get them down the field.
So the Chargers 1st and 10 from their own 20 after the touchback. 11:50 left to go in the second quarter. Bloomsburg leads by a score of 7-0. Barnett gets under his center. Chargers shifting some people in motion. 2 receivers on the right with Eden and Freeman. None on the left. Lone setback is Corey Jones, about 5 yards deep. And the pitch out to Corey Jones now runs to his right. Cuts to his left, gets to the 25, and gang tackle at the 25, so getting about 5 on the play for New Haven.
Jones looking good there, running up the right side of the line. Sprinting out there.
Roberts on the stop.
Chargers shifting some players in and out. Tight end Bill Woods going to the line, going back to the sidelines. And the Chargers will go
7 on the play, makes it second
with
3.
a 4 receiver set. 3 on the right, 1 on the left. Corey Jones, the lone man in the backfield. Trying back to pass is Barnett. Barnett has some time, looking for someone to throw it to, and just throws it to the sideline. Pretty much thrown away. The closest receiver, I guess we can say, was Michael Clark.
Complete.
And it will be 3rd down and 4 for the Chargers.
Diallo Freeman there was running a nice pattern in the center, and Barnett just couldn't find him. It looked like he had some offensive linemen in his way.
11:09 left to go in the second quarter. A 7-0 Bloomsburg lead. Barnett getting in the center. Now Corey Jones being moved up to the line of scrimmage, so he'll become the 5th receiver in the set. 2 on the right. And it's a screen pass. Complete that Roman. Gets to the 30. Forges ahead to the 33-yard line. And Roman has enough for the Charger 1st down.
That's an important play there for the offense. They needed that 1st down. Give them some confidence.
So Roman recording his first catch of the year. Michael Clark has 4 catches for 50 yards. Adam Roman with his first catch for 80 yards.
That was the Chargers' first completion on 3rd down. Really a good step forward for the offense.
Hand off to Corey Jones. Jones gets hit, bounces off, and keeps going forward. Finally tackled at the 37-yard line.
Jones has got some strength in those legs. Just keeps pushing through the first tackler.
Gain of, looks like 5 on the play for the Chargers. Chargers now slowly moving the ball down the field.
It's good to see.
10:22 left to go now in the second quarter. 7-0 Bloomsburg league. 2nd down and 5. The Chargers on their own 38-yard line. A handoff to Cockrell. Cockrell gets hit, fumbles the ball, and is able to fall down on top of it. The Chargers remain in possession, but it will be a loss on the play. Loss of 4. That'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Chargers.
Yeah, the Charger offensive line kind of fell apart. Bloomsburg really got onto the Chargers side there and really forced that fumble.
So David Cockrell, the senior, having some trouble hanging on. And it'll be 3rd down 9 for New Haven on their own 34-yard line. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Barnett drawn back. Here comes pressure from the blind side, and he was sacked immediately by number 9, Matt Wilson. Nobody had him covered, and nobody saw him coming.
Wilson had a free route to Barnett's blind side and just took advantage of it totally.
Now a 4th and long for New Haven. And Thomas having a busy day. He's on the punt for the Chargers. He has punted 4 times, averaging 38.5 yards.
See if he can get a little bit more on this one than he did on his last one.
Here comes the snap. And good snap. The kick. Oh, and he made up for it in a big way. Caught at the 30 and fumbled! And recovered now at the 30-yard line by Bloomsburg once again. Roberts had some trouble making the recovery, and then just got stuck hard once again by Appling. He was able to make the recovery for Bloomsburg, and they retained possession.
You heard those big footsteps of Appling coming right at him.
Appling's been really putting pressure on. This is the second big hit Appling has put on him. But nonetheless, it'll be 1st and 10 for Bloomsburg on their own 30-yard line. 8:52 left to go in the second quarter. 7-0 Bloomsburg Husky lead. I formation set now for the Huskies. 1 receiver on the left, 1 on the right. Eric Miller calling off the plays. Hands it off to 30, to the 32, and out of bounds there is Elman. In charge of defense.
Our line on the stop.
Allowing looks like a 3-yard gain as Lids Eugene came up to make the stop.
Bloomsburg running to the strong side there. Going around the defensive line still.
Officially a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 for Bloomsburg. Now in their own 32-yard line, lining up on the right hash. I formation set, 2 receivers on the left and on the right. Miller driving back to pass. Miller throwing downfield. Miller completing the pass at the 38-yard line.
Miller's pass is complete to Masser.
Won't be enough for a first down. It'll be 3rd down and about 2.5 to 3.
Bring up a 3rd and
Masser was the receiver on that, had to come back for it and kind of dove back and made the play.
I formation set continuing once again for the Huskies. 2 receivers on the right and on the left. Miller driving back to pass. Miller rolling to his right. Miller throwing the ball into the ground as he really had no one open. Pass intended for Mike Welko, but the ball fell about 2 yards short of him.
bring up a 4th
Looked like a shot put throw. It almost looked like Miller didn't have a good grip on the ball.
So I'll bring up a 4th down and 2 for the Huskies. They'll bring on their punter.
This is good news for the Charger offense because hopefully they can start outside their own 20 this time.
Broadwater on the kick. He's averaging 39 yards per kick, rolling back to receive. And it's a fake, taking the ball. And it got screened out by the referee. Broadwater throwing the ball now, incomplete, penalty on the play.
Interference on the ref.
All kinds of action on that one as Broadwater took the pass. And Chargers, Albert Eden was all over him. But got screened out by the referee and knocked the referee over. Broadwater was able to attempt the pass, but the penalty on the play was illegal. An eligible receiver down the field since the lineman broke off the line and got down there. So penalty on them, and the fake did not work. Penalty is declined by the Chargers. So New Haven gets the ball. 1st and 10, they have some great field position as the ball will be placed on the 38-yard line.
This is the farthest into Bloomsburg territory the Chargers have been today. Let's see what they can do.
So the Chargers have some great field to work with. The ball being placed on the right hash. 2 receivers on the left. 3 now as Roman shifts over. Roman, Freeman, and Clark. And Corey Jones being brought up to the line of scrimmage. So 2 receivers on the right. Corey Jones and Elver Eden. Barnett driving back. Turnaround screen complete to Clark. Runs across the middle to the 30 and gets to the 25-yard line. So Michael Clark opening it up, returning here for the Chargers.
He got it.
It's enough for a first down.
He got a great block on that play by number 75, Travis Spiva. Just leveled out the safety who was covering Clark.
Officially 11-yard catch for Clark. He has now 5 catches for 61 yards. Barnett lining up in the middle of the field. 1st down and 10 on the Bloomsburg 26-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Corey Jones, the lone setback. Barnett Draw play, hands off to Corey Jones. Flags in the play as Jones runs down the right hash. Gets to about the 22-yard line. We'll have to wait and see what that penalty is.
Might be motion on Bloomsburg. Looked like one of their defensive linemen jumped off.
Good call there, referee Jacoby.
Thank you.
Offsides on Bloomsburg, and the Chargers will decide what to do with the play. Referee explained to him what the options are.
Crowd's starting to get into this a little bit now. The Chargers are threatening to score after they decide what the penalty's about.
And they will accept the penalty. So the referee is marking it off 5 yards. That'll be first down and 5 for New Haven.
5-yard penalty to be first and 5.
Chargers now lining up on their own 21-yard line. Barnett barking out the plays, moving his players around. Roman shifting left, right. Now going to stay as a receiver on the left side with 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Jones in the backfield, and offsides big time by Tony Brown of Bloomsburg. He just jumped over everybody, and nobody else moved. Chargers.
The refs get to decide if New Haven offensive line, when the New Haven offensive lineman shifted. Nope.
And no, they did not. So another 5-yard penalty, and just like that, the Chargers have kind of first and 10.
It's one way to get first downs.
So the penalty killing Bloomsburg.
The Bloomsburg 16-yard line.
Chargers inside the Bloomsburg red zone.
On the 16-yard line, first down and 10, 2 receivers on the left and 1 on the right. Corey Jones, a lone step back. And there's the handoff to Jones, and Jones hit immediately as he got the ball, dropped back for a loss of 4 yards. And second and long for New Haven.
Right side of the offensive line for New Haven just collapsed right there. See what they can do down here. They may want to throw in like a trick play, open it up for themselves.
And they're calling it 2. It's a second and a long 12 yards from the 19-yard line. Barnett getting in the center, 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Dropping back to pass, goes across the middle, incomplete, intended for Mike Clark. A little bit trouble on that pattern there, Jason.
Yeah, he was covered pretty tightly there in the center. Bloomsburg is dropping back 3 free safeties almost in the center of the field, just really covering that center pretty heavily.
That'll be third down and 12 for the Chargers on the Bloomsburg 19-yard line. 5:57 left to go in the second quarter. Bloomsburg leading by a score of 7-0, but the Chargers threatening here. 2 receivers on the left is Freeman and Clark. 2 on the right, Roman and Eden. Being put in motion is Freeman. Barnett takes a snap, drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's going to be sacked at the 25-yard line. So the Bloomsburg defense showing up once again.
Sims on the stop.
And this Charger O-line is really being tested early, Jason.
Yeah, it's really, they're really getting a lot of pressure put on them by that Bloomsburg defensive line. It's an experienced defensive line for Bloomsburg. They have a lot of returning starters this year.
John Serra's going to attempt a 42-yard field goal attempt. This is his first attempt of the year. Troy Appling is the holder for the Chargers this season. Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick splits the upright. So the Chargers score their first points of the 1998 season on a 42-yard field goal attempt by John Serra. With 5:14 left to go in the second quarter, it's Bloomsburg 7, UNH 3. Let's go back now to our left and right.
Oh, we're doing football here, so let's get back into it.
Back to the football game. It's 5:14 left to go in the second quarter. Chargers trailing by a score of 7-3. John Serra to kick it off for New Haven after making a 42-yard field goal. Chargers, Jason Barnett is 6 out of 15 throwing for 69 yards. And rushing-wise, the Chargers have rushed 13 times for 20 yards. So their offensive line struggling so far to create some holes for this offense and to give Barnett time to throw.
It's a learning experience for them. Every minute they're on the field, they learn a little bit more.
And John Serra's kick gonna be fielded at the 13 to the 15 to the 20, 25, and to the 33-yard line is Matt Wilson, the junior Bringing it back for Bloomsburg. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Huskies. Ball being placed officially at the 34-yard line.
See how the defense can respond. It's their first possession since they gave up the touchdown.
I formation set for the Huskies. One receiver on the right. And a handoff to Roberts to the 32-yard line. Gang tackle by the Chargers.
It's a good start. Everybody rushing up to meet the ball.
So a short gain on that one. Barely even a yard, and it'd be 2nd down and 9 for the Huskies. Huskies like to go into a huddle, short huddle. The Chargers offense usually goes with the no huddle. Eric Miller getting under center, has one man in the backfield now, one receiver on the left, two on the right, takes a quick snap, has some time to pass, throws over the middle, completes to Lelko at the 45, and he's going to be tackled by Troy Appling right there. Another big play by the Bloomsburg passing. Eric Miller now 10 out of 13.
You would think the Charger secondary would learn that Miller likes to pass to Lelko, and he was just sitting in the middle of the zone waiting for that pass. And Miller just found him right there.
21-yard pass. Lelko now 6 catches, 74 yards, and really eating up the Charger secondary. And the Charger secondary is one thing the Chargers really weren't concerned about coming into this season as far as experience and depth, because good core of guys coming back. And there's a handoff up the middle, gain of looks like 2 on the play as Carruthers dove up the middle.
With the secondary position, though, you're always backtracking, no matter how well you play it. So it's really a tough position. No fault to the secondary there. Miller's really been picking out his passes very nicely.
2nd down and 8 for Bloomsburg. 3:36 left to go in the half. 7-3 lead for Bloomsburg. One man in the backfield, and Miller trying about to pass, throws incomplete, intended for Lelko, off his fingertips as he couldn't hang on going near the sideline. Our-line doing a good job with the pressure. That'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Huskies.
Yeah, our line that time recognized that Lelko was doing that little out pattern and really found him there, and Miller's pass was a little bit off also.
Third and 8 for the Huskies, lining up in the middle of the field. One receiver on the left, 2 on the right. Carruthers, the lone setback. Miller dropping back to pass. Looking down the left sideline. The pass is incomplete, intended for Lelko. Great coverage by Troy Appling on that one, going step to step down the left sideline.
Miller had to get rid of that one quickly as the Chargers were coming on a blitz up the middle.
That'll be 4th down and 8 for the Huskies. On the kick is Broadwater. Roman back to receive, standing on his own 10-yard line. It's 4th down and 8 from the 43.
Let's see if Roman can
snap. Broadwater catches it, gets the high kick, and it's going to bounce at the 15-yard line down there as Roman just let it bounce. And the Chargers will get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 15. 3:12 left to go in the half.
Smart play by Roman there to let it bounce. He really didn't have a read on the ball.
And this is really a key drive for New Haven. They want to put some more points on the board before going into the locker room, possibly even take the lead and try to just make this the last possession of the half.
This is where the run and shoot really comes into its own.
One receiver on the right is Eden. 3 on the left with Freeman, Clark, and Roman. Corey Jones, lone setback, about 5 yards deep. Barnett takes a quick step to his left, throws to his right, and it's incomplete, intended for Elver Eden, going down the right sideline, going step for step with the defender once again.
Number 19, Solozzi there for Bloomsburg. Had him covered, but Barnett's pass was almost right on the money.
Barnett 6 out of 16 passing now, 69 yards.
Barnett definitely not afraid to release it, though.
Barnett didn't play last season. Took the red shirt, had an injury. One receiver on the right, 2 on the left. And handoff to Corey Jones, and Jones dove across. Looks like he got about 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long for New Haven.
This is an important play here for the Charger offense. So they give it up here, and Bloomsburg's going to get good field position with time left on the clock.
3rd down and 6. The Chargers on their own 19-yard line. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right for the Chargers. Corey Jones in the backfield. Lining up in the middle of the field is Barnett. Barnett rolls now to his left. Barnett still rolling. Now he's going to try to turn on the jets himself, and he's going to be tackled at the 23-yard line. So Barnett tackled by Chad Vinci as he had no one to throw to.
Good coverage downfield by Bloomsburg. As I said before, they line up with those 4 offensive linemen and then just set everybody else back kind of as a prevent defense.
And John Thomas, the junior from Virginia Tech, the transfer on the punt once again, takes the snap, and the kick going to bounce at the 45. Take a great roll to the 35 and down at the 33-yard line by New Haven. So Thomas booting the ball well. His 6th punt of the day.
That one got a nice Charger bounce right there. Went about 15 yards farther.
1:53 left to go in the half. Bloomsburg lead by a score of 7-3. Chargers struggling to really move the ball up and down the field so far in this first half with a new quarterback and a new offensive line.
Yeah, it's really been 3 and out the whole first half, except for that one scoring drive they have.
And even on that drive, they had real good field position to start that drive, created by the good play of the defense. I formation set. Miller rolling to his right. Miller looking for someone to throw to. Finds Lelko open and kicks the catch at the 38-yard line. And tackle at the right side, on the sideline on the right side of the field.
Secondary really has got a key on Letko there. Really might be a halftime adjustment for the Chargers.
You mentioned halftime adjustments, and Chargers are good at making those adjustments midway through the game, as there's an injured player on the field for New Haven. That's number 29, Billy Arline.
Arline looked like he clanked helmets with another.
Hard to describe, as most of these new age logos are. No more of the interlocking U, N, and H. Chargers wearing their home colors, royal blue with yellow pants and yellow letters. Bloomsburg with maroon pants and white shirts with maroon numbers. Handoff on the draw play to the flags on the play as the running back was tackled at the 38-yard line.
It's going to be holding on the Bloomsburg defense also. So good play there by the Chargers.
Henry with the run, and holding is there, and that'll knock him back. The referee's discussing how many yards.
That penalty was right in front of the ref too. Guy just pulled down the Charger player.
1 minute, 17 seconds left to go in the second quarter. 7-3 Bloomsburg lead over the Chargers. Chargers coming into the game preseason ranking of 4, but the Chargers really don't care much about preseason rankings because they weren't ranked at all last year and emerged to be the runner-up in the national championship. Northern Colorado, who won last year, remains the top seed in the polls this year.
Yeah, preseason polls really don't carry that much value on the field. It's really what the team can do out there.
It'll be 2nd down and 14 for Bloomsburg. I formation set, 1 receiver on each side of the field. Quick handoff right up the middle, and a quick stop by New Haven as the defense swarmed in there, and the Chargers calling timeout. Steve Sedor in there to make the big hit, and Christian Zwalina as well.
Chargers calling time there to stop the clock, see if they can get Bloomsburg to punt before they run out of time in this half.
This opportunity to tell you that next week's game, another home game, was originally scheduled for 1:30, but now will be at 1 o'clock. So all Charger home games this season are starting at 1 o'clock. Next week hosting Westchester University. Continuing this mini PSAC tour that they have, the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Chargers normally play 4 PSAC teams the last couple of years to start the season. This season, PSAC cut down their schedule, and so there's only 3 PSAC teams that the Chargers will play to start the season, as the conference changed the type of number of games that they play out of conference to start the season. And the Chargers' schedule just keeps getting tougher and tougher. We'll be at Millersville and for the 3rd game of the season. then at UC Davis, and at Western Kentucky.
Ouch.
UC Davis, the team the Chargers squeaked by to get to the playoffs last season. Western Kentucky, 5th ranked team, Division I AA last season. Also later on this season, Youngstown State, the national championships in Division I AA. The schedule does not get any easier for New Haven. Anyway, Miller back in the field. Drops back in a handoff on the draw to Henry. Henry has some running room to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, running down the left sideline to the 40, and tackle at the 35-yard line by Cedar and Mike Summers.
It's definitely not what the Chargers wanted this late in the half to give Bloomsburg some momentum going into the locker room, because that almost puts them into field goal range now.
39 seconds left to go in the half. A 7-3 Bloomsburg lead, and a big run in that one for Bloomsburg. Be 1st and 10 now on the Charger 36-yard line for the Huskies. Henry with a 35-yard run, and Miller dropping back to pass. Miller airing out. Miller's pass is almost intercepted by the Chargers, then dropped by New Haven's Kevin Glenn, the freshman defensive back. Had his first shot at making the interception for New Haven. But nonetheless, the pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Glenn hurt his ankle in the process there. He got kind of dropped on by the player there, and right on his ankle, limping a little, but he should be able to run it off.
Now one man in the backfield for the Huskies is Henry, but Miller decided to drop back the pass. Here comes the Charger pressure we were looking for, and Christian Walina making the tackle for the Chargers.
That's
and a big loss and a big play on that one, Jason.
That's exactly what the Charger defense needed. Get in there, put some pressure on Miller, and get that sack.
Mike Summers also in there to help out on the sack. And a timeout called for Bloomsburg. 21 seconds left to go in the first half, and we're going to take a timeout as well. Let's go back now to our WNHU studios.
Okay, this is Eddie Holder. I've got a couple quick scores for you. At the half, Howard is 21 to Jackson State 0. Tennessee, 10th ranked. Tennessee is 14 to Syracuse is 10. And at the half as well is New Hampshire and Northeastern tied at 3. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Eddie Holder, and all the guys down there in the studio helping out for opening day 1998 University of New Haven football. The Chargers, national runners-up last season, hoping to seal the deal here in 1998. And that's the rallying cry of the Chargers. But a little rough start. Again, they have a sophomore quarterback coming in as a transfer from BU. Also, Michael Cornball, a transfer from Grambling under legendary coach Eddie Robinson, but really not familiar with the Charger style of offense as well as Barnett is. Miller taking the quick step, dropping back the pass on 3rd and 18. Now running across the middle, gets to the 40, and tackle at the 36-yard line. Will be nowhere close to the first down, and it'll be 4th and long for Bloomsburg. And there's a timeout on the field. Timeout taken by Bloomsburg. So 8 seconds left to go in this half. Bloomsburg taking a timeout. It'll be 4th and 10 for the Huskies on the UNH 35-yard line. They're going to discuss what they want to do.
I see Bloomsburg going for it right here. They're saying they're on the Charger side of the field. Why not have a little fun here and air it out, see what happens?
Yeah, no, here comes number 1, the kicker, Tom Boop for Bloomsburg. So they're going to try to tack on 3 more going into the locker room. Jason, so far in this game, though, the Chargers have struggled to move the ball on offense.
Yeah, offensive line really hasn't been pushing too hard yet. They need to give Barnett a little bit more time in the pocket so he can pick out his receivers who are getting open down the field.
And the speed of the Chargers, as they have a lot of speed on the offense, as you said, getting open, getting those wide receivers open. And their secondary awfully speedy as well. Defense going to try to shut down this attempt. 52 yards, as we all sit here and do the math. A 52-yard field goal attempt. There's a snap. The kick is up, and the kick is going to be very short, so no good. And the clock will show 3 seconds left. So the Chargers will get one more play before they go into the locker room, trailing by a score of 7-3.
Chargers might kneel this down right here and just take it into the locker room, seeing what's going on.
So Eric Miller, the quarterback of Bloomsburg, is 11 out of 17, 134 yards, while Jason Barnett is 6 out of 16, 69 yards. Chargers offense really being slowed down by this Bloomsburg defense. Chargers have 15 rushes for 28 yards compared to Bloomsburg 29 carries for 99 yards. Barnett getting in the center, 2 receivers on each side of the field. Corey Jones, lone setback. And he's going to hand off to Corey Jones. And Corey Jones to the 40. And he's going to try to turn the Jets, but gets tackled out to 45. So Jones will get, looks like a 8-yard carry going into halftime. That'll do it. 1 half a play here in the books. And opening day, 1998. And the Chargers trail by a score of 7-3. Jason, what's your take of this game so far after 1 half? Coach. Adam Rowan back to receive the kickoff for the New Haven to start the second half. Boop's kick, high, lopsided kick, caught by Roman right at the goal line. He's going to take it out of the end zone to the 15, cutting to his right to the 20, going down the right sideline to the 25, to the 30, and knocked out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Roman there broke a tackle by Broadwater, the punter for Bloomsburg, who had gotten down the field, playing a little special teams. Just ran through the side there.
Yeah, Broadwater also doubles as a safety in special teams as well as the punter. So Jason Barnett, who is 6 out of 16 in the first half, will start off 1st and 10 from his own 29-yard line. Corey Jones now being shifted up to the line of scrimmage, so 1 receiver on the right, 4 on the left for the Chargers. Barnett lining up in the right hash, calling out the plays. Barnett driving back to pass, 3-step drop, quick pass, complete, in and out of the hands, incomplete to Elver Eden. I thought he had it, and as soon as he got hit, he couldn't hang on. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Quick hit there by Tom Maxwell, and Bloomsburg knocked that right out of Eden's hands.
Make a 2nd down and 10 for New Haven, again on their own 29-yard line. Barnett, number 12, the sophomore from Boston University, has Corey Jones, the lone setback. And he's going to give to Jones. Jones running toward his right down the right hash. Breaks open through a tackle. And I thought they had him dead at the line of scrimmage and able to break out for about 7 or 8 yards, maybe even more. See where they marked down his knee. And he looks like he even got 9 out of the play. So Corey Jones busting through in the second effort there, Jason.
Yeah, he's really spun away from that first tackle really nicely and just made something out of nothing right there. I thought that play was dead on the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be 3rd and short for the Chargers. And I wouldn't be surprised, although there is a young core out there, to see the Chargers go long in this if they have before. But now that I'm looking at the alignment, they have double tight end set and an I formation. So it looks like they're just going to go for that quick first down. And now the Chargers calling a timeout. There's a little bit of shifting going on, and they're going to call their first timeout of the second half. 14 minutes left to go in the third quarter, a 7-3 Bloomsburg lead. We're going to go back now to our WNHU studios for a 30-second break. Thank you very much, Mike Ingles. I guess there's a lot of Giants fans. No one wants the Emmitt Smith book. I formation set for the Chargers. Cockrell the up back. Corey Jones the halfback. And the handout's going to go to the up back. Cockrell busts through, gets some room to run, gets to the 48-yard line, tackle there. So Cockrell bounced off the first defender, is able to get plenty of yards for the first down. And it is now 1st and 10 from the Chargers' own 49-yard line.
Second missed tackle in a row there by the Bloomsburg defensive line. Really had a chance to stop both of those past 2 runs.
11-yard carry for Cockrell. Chargers have 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Corey Jones alone setback while 5 yards deep. Fakes the handoff, rolling to his left is Barnett. Barnett's going to take himself, gets to the 50, to the 45, and tackle there. So Barnett, about a 6-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 2nd down for New Haven.
Barnett showing that he's a little bit more exciting a quarterback to watch than Kosholik last year. He'll really go for it. He spun away from a couple of tackles, didn't take the slide as you'll see most quarterbacks do. Just really went after that.
And Barnett, an emotional quarterback, and any type of quarterback who's like that will really start getting pumped up as the plays start going in their favor. 2nd down and 5 for New Haven on the Bloomsburg 45-yard line. 7-3 is the score. Bloomsburg in the lead. 13 minutes left to go in the third. Barnett driving back to pass. Barnett. Pass is complete to Elver Eden. Caught the ball on his knees right near that yard marker. A little quick pattern, almost a screen, when it will be enough for the first down. A 5-yard gain for Elver Eden, making his first catch of the season. And the Chargers now moving the ball downfield.
Chargers really picked up on the Bloomsburg blitz right there. Ran a quick screen.
And this is what we were hoping for the Chargers is see them spread out the ball, moving it around, and picking apart the Bloomsburg defense. Barnett getting under center, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Screen pass over the head of Adam Roman, and it goes out of bounds. It was pass in the backfield. And it was a backwards lateral, but it went out of bounds nonetheless.
Chargers looking to shift where the offense is running right there, try to open up the side of the field, give them a few more options.
And they're saying it wasn't a lateral, saying it was a forward pass, so it's, instead of a loss of a couple yards, it's 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. So it's 2nd down, and the Chargers on the Bloomsburg 40-yard line. 3 receivers on the left, 2 on the right as Corey Jones comes up to the line of scrimmage. Barnett dropping back to pass. Barnett has some time. Barnett throwing across the middle, complete to Adam Roman at the 25, and torn down to the ground at the 23-yard line. But the Chargers now moving the ball like we thought they could. That's enough for a 1st down, but a flag on the play, and it's holding against New Haven. So forget everything I just said in the last 5 seconds, as the Chargers are going to be penalized.
Oh, that will kill a team's momentum. Giving up that holding penalty in the backfield there. Unfortunate for the Charger offensive line there. They really had things moving. See if they can recover and make it back up.
And it's going to be 2nd down and a long ways to go. So the referees are marking off that penalty. 2nd down and 27 is the official word that we've gotten here. So Barnett getting under center. 1 receiver on the left is Diallo Freeman. Now moving Michael Clark over to the left side. 2 receivers on the right with Eden and Roman. Trying out to pass Barnett. And the pass is batted down and lands in the hands of Barnett. He's going to run with it to the 50 and tackle at the 49-yard line. The big lineman came up and batted that pass down, and Barnett was able to get the ball and run with it. So we got a little bit out of that deal, but still going to be 3rd down and long for New Haven.
That was Justin Vent for Bloomsburg. He's a big 6'2" defensive end. Got a hand up there, but batted it right back into Barnett's hands.
3rd down and 19 officially. The Chargers on the Bloomsburg 49-yard line. Barnett moving the players around. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Corey Jones, the lone setback. Trying back to pass Barnett. 6-step drop, throwing downfield. Michael Clark had it, and his ball is knocked down, almost intercepted by a defender. Michael Clark comes up a little bit lame on the play as both Clark and Orlando both went up for the catch, and neither of them came up with it. A little bit of contact there. So it's an incomplete pass, and here comes Thomas on the punt. He has punted 6 times, averaging 43 yards a punt. And there's another high kick, and Bloomsburg's just going to let it bounce. It's going to take a Charger bounce, and down at the 1-yard line by Troy Appling. So not only does Thomas give the Chargers special teams enough time to get down to the field, but he also gets some really good rolls after his kick, and the Chargers now have themselves in a good spot defensively.
His kicks always seem to have that good spin on them where it gives them that good forward roll. Chargers here look for the defense to step up, keep Bloomsburg's down here so they can punt and give the Chargers offense some good field position.
1st and 10 for Bloomsburg on their own 1-yard line. It's not even the 1-yard line. It's almost the half-inch line. Charger putting on the defense. Handoff up the middle. Short yard on a play. Wasn't it? Looks like a yard. And Henry on the carry. That'll be 2nd down and
No gain on the play.
10.
This series here for Bloomsburg could almost be a momentum shifter for the Chargers defense if they can really stop them inside the 10.
I formation set once again for Bloomsburg. Miller dropping back to pass. Miller throwing the ball on the run as he gets hit by Summers, and the pass is incomplete. And it will now be 3rd down and 10 for Bloomsburg.
Miller a little shaken up on the play.
Yeah, Mike Summers put a big pop on him. Mike Summers doubles as a basketball player once the season ends. He's got some great speed out there.
He's got some great hops, too, in the basketball season.
The sophomore defensive back at 5'9". And an official's timeout as there is an injury on the field. Robert B. Dodd Stadium, and the injured player is number 10, Eric Miller, the sophomore quarterback. So he's going to have to come out for at least one play because of the injury timeout. And their backup quarterback is Kevin Vesluski. So Vesluski's got his work come out for him. 3rd down and 10 from his own 1-yard line. Vesluski, a senior. Charger defense shifting as the Bloomsburg offense shift, and there's a flag on the play. All kinds of movement on the line of scrimmage before the snap. Let's see who they give it to.
I think it's offensive movement because the defense is allowed to shift. Bloomsburg looked like they wanted to put the sweep on going towards the left side of the field.
And it's going to be against Bloomsburg.
Now end up on the 2-inch line.
And the Chargers decide if they want to take the down or the penalty. They're going to take the penalty. They're going to drop him back half the distance to the goal. So half of one is half. And they're going to give another shot to safety at 3rd down and short. There's a handoff, and it looks like it got to about the 2 or 3 yard line. As Henry dove up the middle once again. Chargers, Marshall Maxwell on to make the tackle for New Haven. It'll be 4th down and 9 for Bloomsburg. Here comes their punter, standing on the back line of the end zone, Keith Broadwater. Broadwater has punted 4 times, averaging 36 yards per punt.
It's a flag.
And a flag down, it looks may have been an inadvertent one. Oh no, the referee's standing next to us, so I guess there is some kind of flag. And
illegal motion of some sort on Bloomsburg.
Adam Roman back to receive the kick for the Chargers, standing at the 50-yard line. Broadwater standing on the back line of the end zone. Chargers putting everybody at the line of scrimmage. They're going to rush this punt. Here comes the Charger pressure, and they can't get to the ball. Broadwater's kick's going to be caught by Roman at the 40. He's going to take it to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20, going down the right sideline to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and knocked down the bounds right around the 5-yard line. Adam Roman comes up, pumped, throwing his hands, running around the field, and the Chargers now have some momentum going their way.
Crowd picks up with that one. Give credit to the defense for the great field position right there.
So 1st and goal for New Haven, and it is placed at the 5-yard line. Here comes Jason Barnett now out with the offensive crew. Chargers lining up, of course, continuing with that no-huddle offense. Dave Cockrell now the lone setback. One receiver on the left is Freeman. One on the right is Elver Eden. Barnett calling out the plays. Barnett lining up on the right hash. Barnett takes the snap. Hand out to Cockrell. Cockrell driving up the middle. Gets to about the 3-yard line and tackled. And it'll be 2nd down and goal for New Haven.
New Haven here has 4 plays to punch it into the goal, and they're going to use all 4, it looks like. Just keep punching it down the center. Maybe they might shift out on this play, mix it up a little bit.
9:35 left to go in the 3rd quarter. A 7-3 Bloomsburg lead for the Chargers. In good shape right here. Give him a 2-yard gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 3. Now I formation set for the Chargers. Cockrell the up back. Corey Jones the halfback. Double tight end set for the Chargers. Nobody on either side. It's going to be a running play. There's the handoff to Corey Jones. Corey Jones dives to the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, UNH. And the Chargers take a 9-7 lead.
It's amazing what momentum can do for a team. Offensive line came off the sideline celebrating after the defense had that crucial stop and just really are celebrating now.
So the Chargers get on to score their first touchdown of the season on a 4-yard run by Corey Jones. That's a 9-7 lead. 9:09 left to go in the 3rd quarter. John Serra on to attempt the extra point. Here comes the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is blocked. Ball rolling around on the field, and it's going to be picked up by Bloomsburg. And he's finally tackled and knocked out of bounds by the Chargers. So the extra point attempt is blocked, and the Chargers lead by a score of 9-7. 9:09 left to go in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break. Let's go back now to our WNHU studios. Thank you very much, Eddie Holder down there in the studio. The Chargers with a 2-point lead, 9-7, 9:09 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And this is the type of offense we've been looking for from the Chargers, Jason.
Oh, yes, and it's all set up by great defense by the Chargers. Great punt by John Thomas, pinning Bloomsburg down in their own right next to their own end zone, and the defense stopping them on 3 plays, and then the offense just pushing it right back in after a great return off a punt by Roman.
So John Stair now to kick it off for New Haven. 9-7 is the lead on a 4-yard touchdown run by Corey Jones. Jones now 13 carries, 60 yards. Barnett 8 out of 21 passing for 82 yards. So the passing game still struggling for the Chargers.
That last touchdown was all defense and then special teams. Offense just had to put it in.
Back to receive the punt for Bloomsburg is number 9, Matt Wilson. Number 89, Darrell Williams. And number 30, Marquez Glaze. They have Williams standing back near the goal line and 2 men up on the hashes at around the 12. Sarah's kick. Sarah caught and muffed and finally picked up again at the 15 to the 20 by Williams, and Williams gets to about the 25-yard line and tackled there by New Haven. So not great field position for Bloomsburg as they trail by 2 points here with 9 minutes left to go in the third.
Yeah, the returner there caught himself about 10 yards there by fumbling that. He had to regain control and just couldn't get his momentum going again.
88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven. We are broadcasting Charger football here on North Campus of the University of New Haven. Hope you're enjoying the game, and we'll be bringing you Charger football action all season long, traveling everywhere. It's a team I formation set for Bloomsburg. Miller back into the game, rolling to his right with the ball. Intercepted by Antoine Dance. Dance at the 30-yard line to the 27 and tackle there. Dance makes the first interception for the Chargers.
Here comes the Charger defense really stepping up nicely. They're really starting to play like they did last year and really starting to show it.
The Charger defense, the one facet of the game that the Chargers were not worried about coming into today's game because they knew they had some veterans coming back. And there's one of them right there, the junior Antoine Dance, recording the interception.
Chargers also really starting to pressure Miller. On the play they knocked him out, and on that last play they're really getting some rushers into the backfield.
And the offense quickly back onto the field. It's another thing that we've seen last season is that all 3 units of the Charger, offense, defense, and special teams, are always ready to jump on the field whenever needed and whenever necessary. Quickly, the offense on the field. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Corey Jones, the lone setback. Driving back to pass to Barnett. Quick 3-step drop, going across the middle, complete to Adam Roman as he falls down, making the catch at the 20-yard line. And it's a 7-yard gain for New Haven.
It's amazing what confidence can do for a team. Those passes, that pass would have been dropped in the first half when the Chargers just really didn't have the confidence going. But now they're making the catches.
Second down and 3 for New Haven. Now on the Bloomsburg 20-yard line. 2 receivers on the left with Clark and Freeman. 1 on the right is Elver Eden. Corey Jones, the lone setback. Taking the snap is Barnett. Hand off to Jones. Jones busting up the middle to the 15 and tackle at the 14-yard line. It will be enough for a Charger first down. And the UNH now into the red zone.
That offensive line is really taking this momentum and really put it into themselves. They're pushing back that Bloomsburg line, opening up holes all over the place.
Chargers shifting some men, shifting some personnel. Barnett getting up to the line of scrimmage. 1 receiver on the left is Freeman. Now Clark being shifted over to the left side. Roman and Eden, the receivers, on the right side. Jones standing about 5 yards behind Barnett. Barnett jumping back to pass. Barnett gets a nice block from Corey Jones. Barnett looking to his left, throwing to Freeman. Freeman at the 5 and tackled at the 2-yard line. And it will be first down and goal for New Haven.
Barnett getting all kinds of time and finding the open player.
So 7:37 left to go in the third quarter, a 9-7 Charger lead, and the Chargers are looking to put some more on the board, really moving the ball now. First down and goal from the 2-yard line. Corey Jones again, the lone setback, 2 receivers on the right, none on the left. Barnett lining up on the left hash. Barnett running down the play clock, and whistles being blown. Timeout taken by Bloomsburg. So Bloomsburg not sure what to do on this play, and they're going to have to call a timeout. 7:23 left to go in the third, and we're going to take a timeout as well. Not B. Dodd Stadium. Chargers have the ball first and goal on the 2-yard line of Bloomsburg. Chargers now going into a huddle as Bloomsburg called a timeout. Bringing out of the huddle with Corey Jones. The lone setback about 6 yards deep of Barnett lining up in the left hash. Chargers. One tight end and 3 receivers. Waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. There it is. Now putting 3 receivers pretty much stacked together on the right side. Barnett rolling to his right. Has a wide open Michael Clark. Clark touching the end zone. Touchdown, UNH. And the Chargers take a 15-7 lead. Michael Clark wide open for a 2-yard touchdown reception.
Chargers mixing it up on the goal line stance. Last time they pushed it right in. This time they're going with the screen outside.
And the Chargers jogging off the field in great jubilation. 7:19 left to go in the third quarter. John Serra on to attempt the extra point. Serra made a 42-yard field goal attempt earlier on in the game. Here comes the snap. Placement is down, the kick is up, and this one splits the uprights, and the Chargers take a 16-7 lead. 7:19 left to go in the third quarter. And Jason, now the Charger offense, after some great plays by defense, starting to open it up here.
Defense wins games. Defense really is starting to take over, stopping Miller with Bloomsburg. Also, give credit to Coach Brano putting some fire underneath the Chargers in his halftime speech, I guess. Did a nice little rollout there and just opened wide open.
John Serra putting the ball on the tee. Kickoff, of course, from the 35-yard line. Chargers again home next week, hosting Westchester at 1 o'clock kickoff time. And tune into the pre-game show if you're driving down here at 12:30. Serra, nice end-over-end kick. Can be fielded at the 9-yard line by Williams to the 20, and run a little east to west in the 20-yard line, tackle by New Haven. Making the stop for New Haven, Marcus Patrick, the junior. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Bloomsburg, who look like they're putting it at the 21-yard line.
Chargers are just flying along here, opening up the third quarter. Let's see if the defense can keep it going, stop Bloomsburg once again.
The quarterback is once again the second stringer, Kevin Voluski. Voluski fumbles the snap and falls on it, and lose a couple of yards on the exchange.
Defense injured Miller earlier. Unfortunately for Bloomsburg, they had the sub, and Voluski really looks like he hasn't taken too many snaps.
Well, Miller was in on the last drive where he threw the interception, and he's been taken out after that interception. Voluski going to see some action. He's a senior for this Bloomsburg team. I formation, 2 receivers on the right side for Bloomsburg, lining up in the left hash. Voluski dropping back, rolling to his left side, throws the ball incomplete, intended for Welko. Welko diving for it around the 30 and couldn't hang on. And it'll now be third down and 11 for Bloomsburg.
The New Haven coaches had that call. If the referee happened to miss that, they're all over that one.
Third down and 11 on Bloomsburg on their own 19-yard line. 6:27 left to go in the third, a 16-7 Charger lead. Voluski gets in the center, one man in the backfield is Henry. Voluski's going to drop back the pass. Here comes the Charger pressure. R-line just misses the sack. Menard putting pressure on him. Voluski's forced to throw the ball, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Welko.
Broken up very nicely by number 10, Antoine Dance.
So Dance, who made the interception earlier, did a good job of staying on Welko through that whole exchange and making it tough for him to catch the ball. Fourth down 11 for Bloomsburg. And now bring on the punter, Keith Broadwater. Broadwater has punted already this game 5 times for 36, almost 37 yards per punt. Broadwater's kick, a high kick caught the 40 by Roman, doing a little east to west, trying to get by a defender. It's a nice block to the 50, to the 45, and tackled at the 43-yard line. Liz Eugene making a great stop, and the Chargers swarming him in. Congratulations.
That's what also brought the crowd up so high right there. Liz Eugene just leveled the Bloomsburg player.
You see Adam Roman as he's running, pointing to the defender chasing, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see Liz Eugene knocking this guy over. And the senior captain showing lots of emotion here, and this team is really pumping up, and they're starting to raise the roof here at Dodge Stadium.
Great roof it is, huh? Nice blue sky today.
One receiver on the left, 3 on the right for New Haven. Cockrell, the lone setback. The Chargers, 1st and 10 on the 43 of Bloomsburg. Barnett dropping back the pass. Barnett across the middle, in and out of the hands, incomplete for Diallo Freeman.
It's right on the numbers, and Freeman just couldn't hold on.
That'll be 2nd down and 10 for New Haven from the 43-yard line. Chargers, of course, as always in this run and shoot, continue with a no-huddle offense.
This is where the run and shoot really starts to put pressure on the defense because they're just running play after play after play.
And yeah, defense really can't specialize in any one thing. They have to sort of stay with sort of the same thing and sort of play it by ear. And that's where the run and shoot comes in. You're right. The snap to Barnett, the handoff to Cockrell. Cockrell bounces off one defender, runs to the right, gets to the 40 and tackled around the 35-yard line. So David Cockrell, the 2nd string back for New Haven, the senior, gets some good yardage on that one. And it'll be 3rd and about 2 for New Haven.
The offensive line for New Haven is starting to learn from what they were doing in the first half here and is really starting to pressure that Bloomsburg defensive line, who's been on the field a lot the second half.
3rd and 2 for Barnett. Barnett getting on the center, 2 receivers on the left. Cockrell, the lone setback. And there's the handoff to DC once again. Drives up the middle, and it looks like he has plenty of yardage for the 1st down. We'll have to see. Well, he went through a pile to see where he marks his knee, and there go the chains. So we were right, Jay. Enough for the 1st down. 3-yard gain for David Cockrell. Chargers keeping the chains moving here in the 3rd quarter.
Really just running their plays and knowing how to run them. Experimented a little in the first half and really now just putting it all together.
16-7 is the lead for the Chargers. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Cockrell remaining in as the lone setback. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Barnett turns around, throws, pass complete on the fingertips to Eden. Eden to the 20, to the 15, bounces off the defender to the 10, to the 5, and tackled inside the 5-yard line. Elver Eden, first it looked like he almost dropped the pass, but able to hang on the fingertips. Then it looked like he was tackled for a short yard gain, and was able to break past that.
That was incredible running by Albert Eden right there. Great concentration. That pass looked like it was tipped by a defensive lineman. He just held on and kept running.
Now we 1st and goal for the Chargers from the 4. 28-yard completion to Elver Eden. And Eden now has 2 receptions for 33 yards. Barnett 12 out of 26, 132 now. Barnett really coming into his own here in the 3rd quarter. I formation set for the Chargers. And handoff going to go to Cockrell up the middle. Cockrell can get to the right near the goal line. The referee's breaking up the pile and they're saying 2nd down. So he's 2nd and inches for New Haven.
You might want to see Barnett here. He has a little size. He might go right over the top with this.
Would not be surprised at all to see that from this Charger team. The Chargers, again, mix things up, change it up, and this run and shoot coming alive in the 3rd quarter. Everything seems to be going together.
This is great Charger football for you right here.
I formation set once again. 8 guys up to the line of scrimmage for the Chargers, and some movement at the line of scrimmage. We'll see who moved first and who caused who to move here as the referees throwing flags everywhere.
This could hurt.
No official signal yet, and it's going to be a legal procedure against the offense. So the Chargers will be pushed back 5 yards. Be 2nd down and goal from the 6 now for New Haven.
That's actually not too hard a penalty for New Haven to accept because now it opens up a little bit more of the field. They can throw in that screen again, which they scored their last touchdown on.
Wouldn't be surprised to see that little screen to Elver Eden here in this short yardage play. As Eden lining up on the right side of the field along with Kettrick. Barnes checking into the game. The 2 receivers on the right now. Barnes be moved over to the left side along with Diallo Freeman. Corey Jones in as the lone setback, handoff to Barnett. Barnett look to his right now, throws to his left to Diallo Freeman. It's going to be complete, but it's not going to get very far. It gets to about the 3-yard line, and it will now be 3rd down and goal for New Haven.
Roberts for Bloomsburg there. read that play almost all the way.
Officially a 2-yard gain, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 from the Bloomsburg, 3rd down and goal from the Bloomsburg 4-yard line. Chargers doing a quick huddle, now breaking out of it.
I'd love to see the Chargers go for it, even if they don't get it on this down.
2 receivers on the left, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Corey Jones, the lone setback. From the left hash, Barnett dropping back. Has some time, looking, as all day. Throws incomplete to Michael Clark. Couldn't thread the needle on that one, Jason.
Yeah, he couldn't thread it. It went right through Clark's hands. Almost intercepted by Solisi for Bloomsburg, but he wasn't expecting the pass and just kind of nailed him.
And the Chargers are going to play it safe. They're going to try to tack 3 more points on the board. John Serra on to attempt the field goal. Kicked a 42-yarder in the first half. This one's going to be a 21-yard attempt, kicking from the left hash. Troy Appling, the holder for New Haven. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Chargers take a 19-7 lead. 2:44 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Thank you very much, Eddie Holder. This is Charger Football, 88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven. And saw that book giveaway. I guess there's not too many Dallas fans listening to our game right now. I know there's a lot of Giant fans in the area. But a free book makes great gifts if you have any Giant, maybe Dallas Cowboy relatives or whatever you would like to give that book to. A little token of appreciation for your listening to 88.7 FM. The phone number is 203-934-9296. A 19-7 University of New Haven lead. 2:44 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Williams back to receive John Serra's kick. Serra, high spiraling kick. Back 3 yards deep in the end zone. Williams going to take it out. Gets the 5 to the 10 to 15. And tackle around the 23-yard line. Troy Appling missed the initial hit, but couldn't get by
Mike Summers.
Yeah, Mike Summers in the next rush of Charger special teams members. And Bloomsburg will again have some rough field position to work with.
This was New Haven's problem in the first half. They really didn't have good field position except for once. And now this half, they're getting the field position, and the defense is really pinning Bloomsburg in their own half of the field.
1st and 10 for the Bloomsburg from their own 22-yard line. And again, Kevin Husky, the quarterback, the 2nd stringer, hands it off, and getting nowhere is Henry. So he lost a couple of yards on the play.
Antoine Dance moving up from the free safety position there, reading the run going out to the side and making the stop in the backfield.
And a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down 11. Bloomsburg now being pushed back to their own 20-yard line. Lucy getting under center. 1 man in the backfield is Josh Conti. 1 receiver on the left, 2 on the right. Husky rolling to his right, throwing the ball on the run. Incomplete as the ball bounced before it can get into the hands of Darrell Williams. And the Chargers now will put Bloomsburg in a 3rd down and 11 situation.
We were saying before halftime how the secondary might make some changes, and it looks like they've thrown Dance into a free safety spot, just protecting the back and then man-to-man on the sides. And they're really staying with the players right now.
3rd down 11 for Bloomsburg. Back in their own territory. Zaluski getting under center. Dropping back to pass. 5-set drop. Here comes the Charger defense, and he throws it. I don't know where he threw it. Just threw it straight over the heads of everybody. And the closest person was the Chargers' Antoine Dancers on the 35-yard line. The ball landed at around the 50, even past the 50 in the air. So nonetheless, it'll be an incomplete pass. And it'll be 4th down 11. Bloomsburg will bring on the kicking team.
I think it was passing to the field judge over there.
My goodness. So Zaluski with no one to give it to at all. And he is now 0 for 4. Broadwater on the punt. Roman back to receive. Roman will catch it at the 40. Doesn't like to take a fair catch. Breaks 1 tackle. Now doing a little east to west, going to the left side. Shuffling his feet. Still hasn't gone anywhere forward and lands on the 40-yard line. He ran a lot, but got pretty much nowhere. A lot of east to west style of running. Yep. Nonetheless, he's fun to watch.
Yeah, Roman really adds some excitement. Doesn't like that fair catch signal too much. Kind of thinks, hey, you try to stop me here. I'm small, I can squiggle right through you.
And doesn't mind taking the big hit, just bounces off the guy. Here comes Jason Barnett back onto the field with the Charger offense, leading by a score of 19-7. 1 minute, 25 seconds left to go in the third. Chargers lining up on the left hash. 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Corey Jones, a lone setback. Handing off to Corey Jones on a draw. Jumps over 1 defender and up the middle to the 48-yard line. One of the linemen was down on the ground trying to block a Charger, and Corey Jones just hopped over him.
Mario Mirage, the Charger offensive lineman, had a player on the ground, and Jones just leapfrogged him there.
And gets himself 8 yards on the play. Now 15 carries for 73 yards. 3 receivers on the right for New Haven, 1 on the left. Diallo Freeman, the lone receiver on the left. Eden, Barnes, and Clark on the right. Long drop for Barnett. Has some time to throw it. Throws it in and out of the hands, and he holds on to it. Is Diallo Freeman tipped it up and is able to pull it down at the 40-yard line. With plenty of yards for a first down. And Diallo Freeman makes his 3rd catch of the game for the New Haven.
Looks like we're watching a totally different team here in the second half. Chargers are just all full of all kinds of confidence.
They really are.
Pushing the ball.
Amazing what a 1 half of experience will do to get the jitters out and turn things around. 1 receiver on the left is Freeman, 2 on the right. Eden and Barnes. Corey Jones, lone step back, play action fake as Barnett rolls to his right but throws over the head of a jumping Kettrick Barnes. Barnes at 5'8", needed about another 3 inches to have a chance of catching that one. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for New Haven.
Barnett should thank Jones after that play, because Jones had a great block in the backfield to really allow that pass to happen.
20 seconds left to go in the third quarter, a 19-7 Charger lead. Barnett lining up on the left hash, 1 receiver on the left, 3 on the right. Corey Jones about 5 yards deep, and the whistle's being blown. Haven't seen a flag, but there are some whistles. And dead silence over this crowd as they're trying to figure out what is going on right now. And looks like a problem with, well, nothing officially called. They're just checking the clock and turning off the play clock. 25-second clock was the area of concern there. And now the whistle being blown again. It's 2nd down and 10 for New Haven. They're on the 39-yard line of Bloomsburg. They lead by a score of 19-7. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And there's the official whistle. So again, some problems with that 25-second play clock. And it turns off again. And that's what happens. The play clock keeps shorting out. Something happened where it keeps going blank on 20 when it hits 20. That's what happens. The referees saw that and keep stopping it, but then it goes back on. Anyway, the play clock is running. Barnett at the line of scrimmage, and it's down to 7. Barnett now calling the play. Everyone up at the line of scrimmage. Barnett fakes the pass, pump fakes, flags in the play, breaks away from one defender and tackled back near the line of scrimmage.
Barnett carries the ball.
Looks like there's a flag on the play, maybe a holding penalty on one of the teams.
And there's a penalty holding against the Chargers. The Chargers offensive line made a few holding calls early on in the game, and here's one late in the third. For the most part, they're doing a good job. Mark them back. It's like a 10-yard penalty. 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. A 19-7 University of New Haven lead.
Here's a test for the Chargers here, being pushed back into their own side of the field. See if they can get this yardage back.
Chargers going to a quick huddle now, breaking out of it. Chargers, 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Now Adam Roman being shifted over to the right side of the field. Corey Jones, the lone setback. And the referee is going to stop the clock once again because of that same problem.
Still problems with that 25-second clock. It just keeps shutting off.
When it hits 20, all of a sudden it goes blank, and then it starts up again when it hits 19. And that's the end of the first quarter anyway. And so the third quarter is over. 19-7 is the lead. The Chargers came alive here in the third quarter, lead by a score of 19-7. The season just doesn't get easier at all, ever. It just keeps getting harder and harder. And that's what the Chargers want. Hey, if they can do it, they can find out if they're ready for the playoffs just by playing this regular season. If they can do it in the regular season, then they're ready for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Chargers going with a pro set formation, split backs with Cockrell and Corey Jones. One receiver on the left, two on the right. Handoff going to Jones as he cuts across to the right side and is tackled at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be second down. Well, second and 26, and that play will be third down and 26 now for New Haven after the penalties.
New Haven looks like they have to air this one out a little bit, or they might play it safe. Who knows? Maybe they'll throw in that trick play again.
Yeah, with a young quarterback, they may not go too down the field. But they're up by 12 points, so I wouldn't mind seeing them taking a little risk here. Third and 25, the Chargers on their own 46-yard line. 12-point lead here just beginning the fourth quarter. Corey Jones alone setback, two receivers on each side of the field. And Barnett taking that deep drop. Barnett looking to air it out, looking, has some time. Now thrown across the middle. And Michael Clark able to hang on underneath the pressure. Not enough for a first down, however. But it is a 16-yard reception for Michael Clark across the middle. He had to wrestle the ball out of the hands of the defender.
Yeah, Chris Orlando there for Bloomsburg. Big 6'1" safety. Clark just kind of took it right out of his hands.
And here comes John Thomas out to punt for New Haven. Back to receive is Michael Roberts for Bloomsburg. Thomas takes a snap, and Thomas is going to let it drop on the 5 and take a bounce towards Bloomsburg way, but it's going to be down by New Haven around the 6 or 7 yard line. So another beauty kick by Thomas, keeping the ball deep in Bloomsburg territory, but not kicking it into the end zone.
Yeah, Thomas really looked to get a lot of air underneath that punt, and that's exactly what he did. Keeping Bloomsburg trapped deep inside their own territory for most of the second half.
Ball being placed on the 9 yard line, so it's first and 10 for Bloomsburg from their own 9 yard line. 13:37 left to go in the ball game. 19-7 is the lead for New Haven. And Eric Miller back into the game for Bloomsburg. The
Quarterback shuffle.
little musical quarterbacks going on. He's 11 out of 19. And he rolls to his right, throws the ball incomplete. Great job by Arlene.
Number 29, Billy Arlene. Right there, slapping that ball away.
Did exactly that, as it looked like Lelko had the ball in his hand, but here comes Arlene to slap it away from behind him and not get charged with the penalty either. And it will be second down and 10 for Bloomsburg. Eric Miller looking over to the sideline, getting the plays.
That New Haven secondary is just really stepping up this half. They're really starting to mark their men beautifully.
And Bloomsburg had some great offensive numbers in the first half and only had 7 points. And now those numbers being shut down as well. Miller dropping back the pass. Here comes the Charger pressure. Dumps it off complete to the 10 and tackle at the 13-yard line with a flag is number 38, Henry, who doubles as the tailback.
Flag was thrown into the middle of a pile. Hard to tell exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, it was thrown right where the tackle was, and that's what it is, face mask against the Chargers.
Thought I saw that in there. Wasn't quite too sure, though.
So it's a face mask. Looks like going to do it from the point of where he caught it from. Continue tacked onto the end of the play.
Is that a major face mask or a minor?
I'm not sure. I didn't see the signal of how many yards it is. The referees will now walk off the penalty. 13:24 left to go in the ballgame. A 19-7 University of New Haven lead. The story of this game has been the second half emergence of New Haven.
16 huge points in the third quarter.
It's a face mask. It's only a 5-yard face mask penalty. And they're going to bring out the chains to see if it's enough for a first down.
Inches.
Referees measuring, and it looks like it's not enough for the first down. So just short of the first down, it'll be second down, just second down in inches. It'll be second down in inches for Bloomsburg. Now on the, looks like the Charger 19-yard line. And handoff, and it went nowhere fast. The Charger defense spreading it out, knocking them back short of the first down.
Charger defensive line surging right there, led by number 14, Ray Marshall.
Steve Eckert taking the ball off the middle, and Steve Cedor and Mike Summers making the tackle.
Sorry.
So now it'll be another measurement. He got knocked back pretty far, but the referees marked his forward progress somewhat generously. So it'll be third down, and well, we'll see if the official measurement. And just inches. So now it'll be fourth down. So that penalty is still confusing. The yard marker says one thing, the referee called another thing. And now I'm going to get it all straightened out here. They're just short of the first down.
Actually, I think
it'll be third down and short.
I think that was Liz Eugene actually on that last play, number 13.
So third down and 1 for Bloomsburg on their own 19-yard line. I formation set. Miller is going to try to dive forward himself and gets bear hugged by Mike Summers. I think that's Liz Eugene bear hugging him and knocked down. I don't think he got the first down.
Another measurement, it looks like.
So the Charger D-line just pounding on Bloomsburg, and they're giving the forward motion on it for a first down.
That original burst right over the top got it for him.
So it's first down and 10 now for Bloomsburg. They're on their own 20-yard line. Eric Miller is 12 out of 21. One interception, 143 yards.
Interception was crucial, though.
Intercepted by Antoine Dance, which led to a Charger score. I formation set, one receiver on each side of the field for Bloomsburg. And whistle's blown. Looks like we're going to have a play clock violation. Took them too long to get the snap off. And that's what it is, delay of game on Bloomsburg.
5-yard penalty. Redo of down, right?
And that's what it'll be. First down and 15 now for the Huskies on their own 15-yard line. Man, it looks like we'll have, and it wasn't a penalty, I'm sorry, it was a timeout.
Ah, they saw the play clock going down.
They saw the play clock, so they did get the timeout just before the play clock. So the referee's given the timeout. They now have one left, does Bloomsburg. We're going to take a timeout as well. 12:36 left to go in the fourth quarter, a 19-7 Charger lead.
Impressive second half, as we've been saying here, by the Chargers. 16 points in that big third quarter. Really have been pinning Bloomsburg in their own half of the field.
Yeah, they really have been, and Bloomsburg really couldn't get on the scoreboard much. They had one touchdown in the first, and besides that, in the second, nobody scored in the first quarter. Bloomsburg took a 7-0 lead in 7-3 lead at the end of the second quarter, and in the third, the Chargers turned it up a notch and outscored them 16-0 and lead by a score of 19-7. Handoff to Henry. Henry getting to nowhere. And tackled for a loss at the 18-yard line. It'd be second down and 12 for Bloomsburg.
Guess who on that tackle? Lids Eugene coming in strong from the safety.
The captain himself showing his true leadership out there for the Chargers. It'll be second down and 12 for Bloomsburg on their own 18-yard line. Lining up now on the left hash is Eric Miller and the Bloomsburg offense. I formation set. Now breaking it up. And Miller is going to drop back, roll to his right, rolling, throwing the ball on the run, and it's caught on the sideline by Lelko. Did he stay in bounds? They're saying yes, he did. And it's a complete pass, third down and long for Bloomsburg.
Remember, in college, you only need 1 foot in for that complete pass.
And Lelko did just that in the far sideline. And it'll be third down, and it's like 4 on the play. 3rd and 4 on the 26-yard line of New Haven. Miller getting in the center, one man in the backfield. Miller dropping back, throwing the ball, and out of the reach of Lelko as he threw it ahead of him and couldn't pull it in. And it'll be 4th down and 4 for Bloomsburg.
He also had Billy Arledine right on his tail there. But on the play before that one, though, Miller had rolled out, and that opened up the space for him. Although now Bloomsburg has to punt, and it looks like Chargers can get good field position once again. See what Roman can do on this return, huh?
Broadwater on the punt to Adam Roman, standing on his own 35-yard line. Broadwater getting a high lofting kick. Roman catches it on the 25, running up the middle to the 45 and tackled at the 49-yard line. Flags on the play. Flags were called within the area of return, of the return.
It's hard to tell exactly what they were looking at right there. Looks like it's on the Chargers, though.
And it's going to be holding against New Haven.
There's that good old holding penalty coming back again.
So 11:39 left to go in the ball game. A 19-7 Charger lead. The Chargers have the ball here and be pushed back with the penalty. First and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of clock management here right now by New Haven.
Corey James is having a great game so far running. And also David Cockrell is in the backfield right now.
Jones, 16 carries, 74 yards. Cockrell, 6 carries, 23 yards. Barnett under center, as he said. Cockrell, the lone setback. One receiver on each side of the field. Cockrell, the handoff, diving up the middle. And get some short yards on the play. And referee, the placement of the ball, critical on that. And they're giving forward progress of about 5 yards. So good carry there by Dave Cockrell. And the Chargers really have some good depth at the running back position.
Very important position on the field. It's really where New Haven can put some clock management into the run and shoot offense, because run and shoot normally doesn't really manage the clock that well.
Second down and 5 for New Haven on their own 39-yard line. Barnett lining up in the left hash. Cockrell remains the lone setback. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Handoff once again to Cockrell. Cockrell to his right, deeps to his left, and gets tackled at the 45-yard line. And it will be enough for a Charger first down. So Cockrell picks up about 11 yards on 2 carries and moves the chains for New Haven and keeps the clock moving as well.
All you have to do when you're carrying the ball is average about 5 yards there, and you get 2 downs, and you get a first down.
First and 10 for New Haven on their own 46. Cockrell stays in there as the lone setback. Freeman, the lone receiver on the left. Eden, the lone receiver on the right. Draw play, handoff to Cockrell. Jumps over, gets tripped up, and lands on his chest at around the 50-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Second down and 5 for New Haven.
He has to thank Dave Sampson for that one. A 6'1", 260 offensive lineman, senior. Opened up a nice hole for him to run through. It's also the person he jumped over.
Second down and 5 for the Chargers. Lining up again on the right hash mark. Cockrell remaining in his own setback. 1 receiver on the left, 2 on the right. Now Kettrick Barnes being moved to the left side of the field along with Diallo Freeman. Eden by himself on the right. Doesn't matter because the handoff's going up to Cockrell. Started to go forward and shook to his left. Dives forward for looks like a 3-yard pickup. And check that, make that 4. So it's third down and 1 for New Haven.
Start giving this offensive line some credit here for New Haven. They're really starting to push back the front 4 of the Bloomsburg defensive line. Really starting to do a nice job there.
Now both running backs are in the game. I formation set for New Haven. Stacking the line of scrimmage, and Cockrell, the up back, Corey Jones, the halfback. Handoff going to Cockrell once again. Driving to the left side. Fumble on the play. Referee's going to pick up the pile and quickly giving control and possession to Bloomsburg. So David Cockrell fumbles for the second time in this ballgame. This one leads to a turnover.
Unfortunate for the Chargers. They've really been moving the ball up kind of old New York Giants style, just running that ball every play, pushing it up. And the fumble, unfortunately, turnovers will cost you big time.
Something that played Cockrell last season as well. And coughing up the ball. Eric Miller quickly takes the snap, hands off. Looks like Henry to the 45 and tackled at the 46-yard line. So a gain of 3 for Henry. It'll be second down and 7 for Bloomsburg.
For New Haven on that play, Maxwell and Summers kind of collided in the backfield, which took them both out of the tackle because they had him in the backfield.
Appling getting credited with the sack on that one. So Cockrell has 11 carries for 45 yards, but that fumble hurt him. Driving back to pass is Miller, rolling to his right, looking for someone to throw to. Now going way downfield, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Michael Dominic. And a good job by Antoine Danson now, and just seemed to turn on the Jets there, Jason.
Yeah, Dance had him covered, and also the pass was just a little bit off. If that pass was thrown about good 2 seconds earlier, he had the completion. Just couldn't find him early enough, could Miller.
So third down and 7 now for Bloomsburg. Going back into the huddle is Eric Miller. Miller coming out of the huddle with 1 man in the backfield. And he's dropping back the pass. Here comes the Charger pressure. Mike Summers putting it on him. And it gets the pass off, but incomplete, intended for Lelko. And double covered on that as well.
Also give credit to Jay Summers playing a little free safety right now. Protecting pretty nicely back there. But Summers and looked like Robinson just really sandwiched Miller on that play.
So the turnover does not hurt the Chargers. At least it does not seem as it is. 4th down and 7. And on the punt is Broadwater. There's a snap. The kick ends a fake. Broadwater running with the ball, gets to the 40, to the 45, and Dennis Burney knocks him out of bounds at around the 50-yard line. The referee,
It's going to be a measurement.
marking the ball. Coaches are pointing to one spot on the field. The referee pointing to another. And it is not enough for a first down. The Chargers take over on downs. So the Chargers read the fake. It's the second time that Bloomsburg has tried that fake, and the second time it has not led to anything really big. Maybe here comes the offensive unit.
Maybe thinking here that Bloomsburg watched the national championship game last year where Northern Colorado scored that touchdown on the fake punt to open up the game.
No, I'm sure they did. Those tapes were readily available.
Right there on ESPN. So, but the Chargers are looking to do better this year, that's for sure.
Barnett lining up on the right hash. Corey Jones alone setback. 3 receivers on the left, none on the right. Fakes the handoff. Looking for someone to throw to. Going downfield and over the head to Adam Roman. Intercepted to the 30, to the 35, and tackled around the 40. Adam Roman is 5'7" and is over the head of Adam Roman and right into the hands of Orlando, who's just standing there. And hey, look what I found.
You had a secondary receiver downfield also. I think Barnett couldn't decide there. He had so much time.
You know, Barnett just has to get used to throwing to Roman, who's an unusual height for a wide receiver at 5'7". And again, if he was taller, if it was Diallo Freeman, the ball would have been at his chest, but because it's Roman, it was over his head. And nonetheless, it's another Charger turnover. 1st and 10 now for Bloomsburg on their own 40-yard line. Eric Miller calling the snaps and movement at the line of scrimmage. Flags thrown.
Defensive line jumped, but they're claiming the offensive line shifted, so.
And it's going to be against the Chargers. And of course, the home crowd not liking that call at all. So a 5-yard penalty for New Haven, and it'll be 1st down and 5 now for Bloomsburg on their own 45-yard line.
Defense eager to get the ball back.
I formation set for Bloomsburg. They take a quick snap. Miller rolling to his right, throwing the ball on the run, and overthrows Lelko out of bounds. And it'll be incomplete. 2nd down and 5 for Bloomsburg.
Lelko just sacrificing his body, trying desperately to make that catch, but pass was just out of bounds. Not a chance. 2 turnovers here by the Chargers, getting a little sloppy late in the game.
But the defense open to refs as the crowd getting vicious.
Claiming for the instant replay to come back. Oh no.
2nd down and 5 for Bloomsburg on their own 45-yard line, lining up in the left hash. I formation set, jumping back to passes. Miller rolling to his right, looking, has some time, throwing downfield. Lelko is able to hang on, but is hit immediately after catching the ball by Dennis Burney.
Miller's pass
And don't think he got very far in that play at all. And it will be no gain, 3rd down and 5.
Bloomsburg right now is working every play away from Mike Summers, because Summers here on the right side of the defense is just all over the place.
Officials timeout on the field, having a problem with the change. And one of the officials getting a drink of water. Probably a little upset from all the Charger faithful screaming at him.
Officials timeout, I guess.
So now the ball being set. So they are giving him about a yard on that catch. So officially it's 3rd down and 4 for Bloomsburg on their own 46-yard line. Charger 3rd down defense now getting set. I formation for Bloomsburg. Miller dropping back to pass. Miller has some time, got a good block, rolling to his left, throwing the ball on the run. And Billy Arline knocking the ball out caught it but fell out of bounds as he's catching. They are getting him the interception. Yes, they are. He did stay in bounds. So Billy Arline coming out of nowhere, making that catch for New Haven, and the Chargers get possession back of the football.
Arlene there just leapt right over the receiver to make that interception. Incredible catch.
I think that's Arline is the proper pronunciation. Arline, another transfer from Boston University, whose football program folded last year. And Coach Brano, who coached there before coming back here to New Haven, has some great connections and is able to pull down some great players. So Chargers back on offense, 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line. Lining up on the right hash is Barnett. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Corey Jones, a lone setback. Hand off to Jones, pumping right up the gut. And he'll get tackled after a gain of about 5. And it'll be 2nd down for New Haven.
Bloomsburg, their shifting defense is putting 5 defensive linemen right on the line of scrimmage, looking to stop the run.
The Charger crowd giving the cheerleaders a nice hand as well. Cheerleaders are here, the Pep Bandits here. Great media coverage and a lot of fans in the crowd for this opening day at Dodd Stadium. 7:10 left to go in the game. A 19-7 University of New Haven lead. 2nd down and 5 for New Haven on their own 45-yard line. Barnett calls a timeout, not liking what he's seeing.
Timeout called by New Haven.
And the Chargers take their 2nd timeout of the half. We're going to take a timeout as well. 7 minutes left to go in the game. A 19-7 Charger lead. Now back. Thank you very much, Eddie Holder. Helping us out down here in the 1998 season. Good to have you aboard. It's a 19-7 Charger lead. 7 minutes left to go in the game. Barnett getting under center. Barnett, 1 man in the backfield is Jones, and Barnett's going to hand it off to Jones. Jones moving to his left, now breaking a tackle to the 40, to the 43-yard line. And Jones looks like he has enough for the 1st down.
Chargers read that play nicely there. Bloomsburg switched their defenses once again, going to the 4 linemen with the 3 linebackers behind them.
Corey Jones really does a great job, though, as we've seen so far today, of changing direction, shifting around, and finding the open hole.
Quick feet out there.
Jones now 18 carries, 88 yards. Barnett getting under center, 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Jones again, the lone setback. Lining up on the left hash. 1st down and 10 on their own 44. Handoff once again to Corey Jones. Busts down the left hash. Or getting about 4 on the play. And the Chargers now have 2nd down. And continue to move that clock.
This is just fundamentally sound football by the Chargers. Gain 4 yards in each run. After 3 downs, you got 12 yards, enough for a 1st down.
That's exactly right, and they're getting them 5. So 2nd down and 5 for the Chargers on now their own 48-yard line. 6:03 left to go in the game, a 19-7 New Haven lead. Jones remaining in as the lone setback. 2 receivers on the right, none on the left. And now Barnett dropping back to pass. Barnett airing it out, going down the right sideline. And the pass is incomplete. Flag on the play. May have some pass interference on the offense as Eden put a hand and grabbed the jersey of his defender.
Flag on the play.
Eden knew he was behind that ball there and just started holding on a little bit.
Still waiting for the official signal. So the Chargers trying to air it out down the right sideline. Pass is incomplete. Flags in the play. Waiting to see. I mean, it's got to be interference. We'll see which side they call it on. Pass interference on the Chargers. So Elver Eden grabbing the jersey of his defender.
Barnett should thank him, actually, for that penalty, because that would have been an interception if he didn't.
And, yeah, the Chargers will take that trade-off gladly right here. 5:48 left to go in the game. A 19-7 University of New Haven lead. Chargers scored 0 in the 1st quarter, 3 in the 2nd, 16 in the 3rd, and have yet to score here in the 4th. But they've been playing the game a little bit differently here in the 4th, just doing some clock management and just keeping the ball out of Bloomsburg hands. Time of possession, the Chargers 28-59, Bloomsburg 24-01. So that telling the story as well. Chargers now have the ball 2nd down and 21 on their own 33-yard line. And handoff going to Jones, and Jones tackled as soon as he gets the ball. It looks like he lost a few yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and really long for New Haven.
Bloomsburg is starting to read the run. And it's just pushing back the New Haven offensive line there.
Bent and Sheeler on the stop.
So loss of 3 on the play. It'll be third down and 24 for New Haven on their own 30-yard line. 5:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. 19-7 is the University of New Haven lead. Barnett now getting the center. 1 receiver on the left, 3 on the right. Corey Jones, the lone setback. Barnett takes the snap. Barnett dropping back to pass. Gets a nice block from Corey Jones. He rolls out to his right. Now he's going to take it himself and gets slammed, neck tackled at the 34-yard line. But no flags on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Then a lot for New Haven.
I think I see a John Thomas punt coming up right here.
Thomas
Fourth down and 20 for the Chargers. Thomas on the punt. Thomas has punted 8 times today, averaging 40 yards per kick. But he's been able to really put the ball in places, keeping Bloomsburg deep, and now he has pretty much the whole field to kick it in. So let's see how far he can get on this one. And it's a fake. Thomas is going to take himself and now runs with it, now kicks it. And lands on the 35 and down by Appling at the 29. So Thomas started to fake, ran a few steps, and then kicked the ball, trying to draw the defenders off of him. And
What happened there is it looked like he might have gotten his punt blocked if he had just let it fly. So he kind of moved out of the way and then just let it go.
And good move by him to do that and avoid the punting. Again, fundamentally sound football playing by the Chargers right now. They've had some turnovers. That's going to happen throughout a football game, especially in this first game where they really haven't played much. Eric Miller dropping back for Bloomsburg. Miller flush out of the pocket and run himself, and David Nard puts the hit on him and tackles him around the 28-yard line.
That was a great job by Menard right there. He was out to the right side of that play and then just followed the ball and saw the quarterback start to scramble and just went out and got him.
Gain of 2 on the play, second down and 8 for Bloomsburg. Bloomsburg has the ball on their own 31-yard line. Listen to Charger Football, 88.7 FM, WNHU West Haven. My name is Matt Mentone, along with Jason Jacoby, joining me here for the 1998 season. Driving back to pass now is the second-string quarterback, Wisniewski. Wisniewski throws, complete the Lelko at the 39-yard line and tackled immediately by New Haven. R-line making the initial hit for the Chargers. And it will be enough to move the chains for Bloomsburg.
Chargers really don't want to give up one right here. There's still enough time for Bloomsburg to score again.
I was just saying that, Jay, this game far from over. 19-7 is the lead for New Haven, but 3.5 minutes left to go. Lucy dropping back the pass, and he throws it, and in and out of the hands of Liz Eugene, almost intercepted. But Eugene, nonetheless, breaks up the play.
Eugene wants that ball back.
So Eric Miller is 13 out of 27 with 2 interceptions for Bloomsburg, and he's been lifted once again for Kevin Wisniewski, the senior. So Bloomsburg not sure who to use in that quarterback slot, and that's what the Charger defense will do to you.
Yeah, Charger defense really putting a hurting on Miller in the second half. So I think Bloomsburg is just trying to preserve him a little bit for the rest of the season.
Wisniewski dropping back to pass, deep drop, throwing across the middle, incomplete. A little timing play, but the timing wasn't right as he tried to hit Darrell Williams.
Just overthrew him a little bit, but the timing actually was there. The pass was just about a foot off.
And that'll be third down and 10 for Bloomsburg. Lining up once again on their own 40-yard line. Going into the huddle. And coming out of it with 1 man in the backfield. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. 3:18 left to go in the game, a 19-7 Charger lead. Lucy driving back, 5-step drop, thrown across the middle, intercepted by Antoine Dan to the 50, 45, 40, run down the left sideline to the 30, coming across now, the middle of the field, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, UNH. And the Chargers take a 25-7 lead on a Dennis Burney interception.
Mike Summers running lead block for Burney on the return. Really put out a good block there. Open that up. Charger defense scoring again.
So Dennis Burney catching the ball around the 50-yard line and bringing it all the way back to the end zone. Ran down about to the 20 and then just cut across the middle of the field after run down the sideline to get the wide open area to the end zone. Now John Serra on to attempt the extra point. 3:04 left to go in the game. Serra lining up, Appling to hold. There's a snap, and Appling had some trouble with the snap. Takes it running himself and gets to about the 2-yard line and tackle there. So the play broken down. Last season, Kosholik was the holder on the, and Bishop, the two quarterbacks held for the kicker. This year, Appling, the defensive back holding, and had some trouble with it and tried to take it himself. Couldn't do it, but the Chargers nonetheless lead by a score of 25-7. 3:04 left to go in the game.
The second half for the turnaround here. Really been stellar the second half.
88.7 FM WNHU West Haven will be having Charger football all season long here on NHU. And some of the faithful have the chant of na 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 na, hey hey, goodbye going.
Might be a little early for that, but
Sarah kicking it off, and Sarah
airing it out.
Lands on the goal line, and Williams is going to let it go into the and out of the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Bloomsburg on their own 20.
For touchback, Bloomsburg will start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Charger defense onto the field yet again. They haven't been playing a while this half, but they've been playing great, as I said before, the second half. 3 huge interceptions, 2 of them coming back for touchdowns, including one returned after the interception by Bernie. Great job by the defense the second half, coming alive.
You know, a lot of returning players. That secondary is well stacked. And now a handoff up the middle to the 20, to the 23-yard line. And tackle there is number 21, Johnsey Barnett. New quarterback in is Chris Thompson, a freshman quarterback / punter from Manham, Pennsylvania. 5'11", 180 pounds.
Dwayne Brown, a freshman, on the stop for New Haven.
Thompson taking the snap, rolling to his right, looking to throw somewhere downfield, and the pass is hit by R-line, and it'll be incomplete as the Chargers R-line doing a good job. Coach Brown got a good pickup in him coming out of BU.
Oh yeah, R-line has just had a really great game. He was victimized a little bit in the first half, but really has just come into his own. Great find again by the coach. 2 quarterbacks and great safety.
It seems like the offensive line has settled down as well for New Haven as this game has gone on. I formation set now for Bloomsburg. Thompson dropping back. Goes across the middle, complete to the 30-yard line. Ball caught by Brian Sullivan. And it will be enough for Bloomsburg first down. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies, now on their own 30-yard line.
Another freshman into the game for the Chargers, O'Neal Anderson, a 6'2" defensive lineman, into the games, getting some game time in for the Chargers.
And that's another thing that Coach Brown likes to do, likes to keep the 3rd team and 4th team players in the game and get them some experience. Pass is incomplete. 10 for Williams. Troy Appling right there to make a hit, even if it was caught. But nonetheless, it's 2nd down and 10 for Bloomsburg.
Coach said before the game in his coach's corner, he's got 22 linemen to work with. Some of those, of course, are offense, but a lot on defense. So he'll try to shuffle people in and out, get them some good game time experience.
And I know if someone gets hurt or if there's a problem somewhere and he needs to change his alignment, he likes to have people with that game experience. A great time to get it right now. Rolling to his right now is Thomas. Pass complete to Williams at the 45 and tackled around the 48-yard line. And Thompson completing that one for a first down. 1 minute 47 seconds left to go in the game. A 25-7 New Haven lead.
Wayne Johnson, a linebacker there for New Haven, with the stop, saved a possible touchdown there for Bloomsburg. Don't forget Millersville next week, right here.
Millersville. No, Westchester next
Westchester.
week. Then Millersville. The whole PSAC mini tour. Trying at the pass is Thomas throwing the ball on the run, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Kyle Masser. And it's now 3rd down and 10 for Bloomsburg. The crowd starting to pack up their gear and get going as the Chargers have sealed the deal so far today. 1 minute 27 seconds left to go. A 27-5 lead for the Chargers.
Second half, Chargers are really starting to come into their own. Should be a great season for Chargers here on 88.7 WNHU.
I formation set. Thomas the handoff. Up the middle to the 50, and that's as far as he's going to get. Here come, looks like 5 or 6 Chargers.
He was stood up by Chris Turner there, number 51, a linebacker.
And then as soon as one man hits him, here comes the rest of the line. Some of the secondary and anybody else coming out of nowhere. The Chargers love to do that gang tackle.
Well, kill the carrier game for the Chargers.
And they do it so well.
Chargers have all kinds of speed in their defense. Really can get to the ball quickly.
Under a minute now left to go in the game. A 25-7 Charger lead. Chris Thompson gets under center. I formation set once again. Driving back the pass. Bloomsburg wants to make something happen here. Boss complete to the tight end to the 40 and to the 37-yard line. As Brian Sullivan, the 6'6" tight end, makes that reception enough to move the chains for a first down.
Chargers secondary playing a little prevent defense there. Don't want to give up the long play. We'll settle for those little passes.
So Thompson getting under center once again. Thompson with the handoff up the middle is one of the running backs, gets to 35. But it really does not matter at this point as the clock showing 17 seconds now left to go in the game. Counting down to 13, and Bloomsburg going to try to get one more play off anyway, as the clock showing 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, and Thompson dropping back to pass. So final play of the ball game. Pass is complete to the 30, and tackled at the 30-yard line is Bayak Berry. But it does not matter because the Chargers have won the ball game. The final score here, 25-7, and UNH victorious. So Jason, a good way to start the 1998 season.
Yeah, they gave the crowd